Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, you know what time it is. It is the Friday night call-in show. Team Kop-Ish, man like Matt. You know I am here. Drifty will be with us later on this evening. He's going to be late today, unfortunately. Can't make it. So I guess it's a man like Matt takeover Friday night show, right? You know how we do. You know we just talk about anything. You know how we get down. It's going to be live tonight. Trust me, people. Trust me. Smash that like button if you haven't already. It's man like Matt. It's Team Kop-Ish, man. Come on, let's move. But now, guys, you know what, yeah? I can't lie to you. There's only one place to start, innit? Let me bring it up. I hope everyone's having a nice Friday as well, by the way, before we get into the bad news. I hope everyone's enjoying the weather. I hope everyone's having a nice cold beverage. You get me? I'm about to drink mine in a second, but there's only one place to start, and that's Liverpool and Bayern Munich. I've now obviously agreed a fee for Sadio Mane. Guaranteed fee of 27.5 million plus 5 million based on appearances and 2.6 based on individual and team achievements. People, I can't lie. It don't sit well with me. It just doesn't. I can't even front. It just doesn't sit well with me. Like, I don't know how it feels for you, but it don't sit well with me, man. Big up Dave LFC Chats in the building. Big up Playing Enthusiast SS. Matt's gonna play all kinds of things. Unlock, trust me, bro. You know what time it is, man. You know when it's me, it is what it is, isn't it? It just is what it is. Big up yourself, Pimple Distress. Big up for the super chat, my brother. Love as always. Phoenix 93 says hit me differently once. It was actually confirmed Sadio was leaving. Yeah, bro, I can't lie. I think it hit us all. I still am very, very gutted about this whole Mane situation. Ask Q, I have seen the JSP news. I can't lie. That can't be real. That can't be real. That really can't be real. I can't front. It can't be. It can't be. That's got to be some fake stuff. Jay Spearing pulling strings in midfield for the under 23s. Boy. But now I can see a lot of you are heartbroken and gutted, and rightly so. Sadio Mane, like, people, like, the guy's a legend. In fact, let me talk about Mane for a bit. I'm just gonna bring up some stuff for Mane, Carl. Mane's just something else, and to lose him, and I know we've got to revolve, and a lot of people will say, you know, at some point they had to leave. I still think this wasn't the summer that he needed to leave or had to leave, innit? Like, let's take it back, people, to man's debut. Like, 2016 against Arsenal, that famous goal where he burns down the right-hand side, cut in, take on two man and bangs it in the top corner past check. Shut your mouth. Ain't no one doing that other than Sadio on his debut. On a man's debut, you know. I'm telling you, like, for me, Sadio Mane, so clutch, so underappreciated, more likely than not in our fan base, I think, at times. I say at times, not all the time, but at times. But who would have thought he was going to go on to be the player that he became to be for Liverpool? Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, me personally, I knew he was going to be good. I didn't know he was going to be that good. I'm just keeping it $150. I didn't know Sadio Mane was going to be that good for Liverpool. I can't lie. Like, I really didn't. There's another one as well. Like, in fact, that's too soon. I didn't even want to. Look at this one. Remember the goal against Everton, dying minutes. I think Daniel Sturridge took the shot, and then Mane got the rebound. Sadio Mane, different class, different gravy. This goal against Bayern Munich. Remember the pirouette thing, people? You know about the pirouette thing, innit? Man just spun on a 2p. Duppy Neuer. Little Dink. The ball from Van Dijk as well. Obviously, everyone's going to remember this one. In fact, is that Mane's last goal, people? I think it was, innit? The goal against Man City. In the cup. semi-final, the volley. Like, yeah, it's kind of mad still. It's the end of an era, like you just said, man. It is the end of an era. It really is. Like, it's crazy, isn't it? It's actually crazy that Mane, Salah, and Firmino's body of work is so mad. Like, when you go back and look at it, and for me, I think Mane was probably the most unplayable because he's the most unpredictable. I think he's the most unplayable, like the most devastating. I think obviously Salah will get you more numbers, but I think Mane could be more devastating. Like, it's kind of mad. Yeah, I know the Wolves goal. Above, there's so many goals. Like, there's so many goals that I could talk about for Sadio Mane. These are just a couple of clips that I just brought in before the show started, innit? I was like, you know what, man can't just speak about Sadio and not bring up no pictures, innit? Like, this is Sadio main. Like, it's still even sinking in now that he's on his way to Bayern Munich. Like, it's mad. Like, I think we just need to take time to appreciate, man, if you didn't already, innit? And even the people that kind of said, you know, when he had that bad last season saying he's finished, I'm sure the people then were just upset because they knew he could do better, innit? Like, it's not even about, he said this at this time. It's not even about that. Like, we're losing a legend. Like, Sadio Mane. In fact, let me see if I can see if I can bring this up on the screen. 269 appearances, 120 goals, 38 assists, won a Premier League, a Champions League, a Club World Cup, a Super Cup, a Carabao Cup, and an FA Cup. Man completed the set, bro. Sadio Mane is not just a Liverpool legend. He's a Premier League legend, in my opinion. He's a footballing legend, in my opinion. When it's all said and done and everyone gets older and we look back about some of the players that were able to grace the Premier League, Sadio Mane actually goes in there, you know. I can't even lie to you. There's not many people in his position, in his era, that have done better than him. You got your Salahs, obviously his teammate. You got your Eden Hazards. But other than those two, who can really speak to Sadio Mane in that wide position, whether it's left or right? Not many people. He's that clutch. He's that special. He's that good. Sadio Mane is. It's weird, isn't it? Because he was kind of like the villain last year for a little bit, and all because of like his form wasn't the greatest, and he was getting a lot of stick. I think what it is as well, yeah. I think it's never that you can't question someone, but it's just about how far do you go in it. It's how far do you go? Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Wolves was his last goal. Yeah, it was. Why did I think it was the flipping Man City game? Yeah. Love for that, people. This is why I needed Carl's memory, bro. I'm not gonna lie, my memory, fam, it's been a long day. But nah, man, it's crazy. Sadio Mane, he's clutch. I don't care what no one says. He's so serious. Like, you just have to just think about what he's achieved at Liverpool and just in football in general. Man's also won AFCON as well. Like, not many people have won AFCON. In fact, I don't know another player that's won all the trophies that he's won and won AFCON. Like, I really don't. Like, it's that serious. He's that real. No one can't talk to Mane, you know. And it's a shame that his career at Liverpool is sadly come to a close, isn't it? Like, it's pretty much done. Chris, LFC 92 says, big up, Matt. Big up the kids that I just walked in as well. So apologies, people, if you can hear my daughter. And little man just walked in as well. So apologies. Big up, Matt. You see the journal that said LFC fans treated him, never treated him like a legend. That's why he left. He's getting torn up by our fans. Do you want to know something? I saw what that journal said, yeah. That's rubbish. I think that's absolute air talking. Like, I can't really say the actual. Do you want to quickly say hello, Kai? Hello. Oh no, quickly say hello and then say hello to the people then. Yeah? All right. We'll come back in a bit, yeah? All right, get that some. Daddy's gonna talk about some Sadio Mane. All right, sorry about that, people. But like, here's what I'm trying to say now, yeah. Sadio Mane, that journalist trying to like talk rubbish and say we don't appreciate. Of course, you appreciated him. That's why everyone knows that he's a legend. Yeah, there might have been times when people have been a bit harsh, but that's because the thing is, you go harsh on someone normally because they're that great. you don't really talk about people when they're not that good. Obviously, we do for bands, but you get what I'm trying to say. They like when someone is really, really that good and you think that they're not playing well, you might get a bit carried away, but that's because you appreciate how good they are and you know they can do better. That journalist is just trying to start up a whole heap of foolishness. In fact, someone sent me the thing to that because I might even respond to him still. I can't even lie. We ain't got time for that on this fan base. Like, I just think that's a pile of S. You know what I mean? Pimp Distress says Mane is a steal, but I think Thiago deal affect this one. We move time to focus on securing Sangara. Do you know what I will say? Yeah, this that Thiago deal, it might have because it was buying, but at the same time, Liverpool are obviously getting more money because again, like he's a forward in it, and forward gets goals. Like forwards are always known for costing more in it, and it's a thing where Thiago is a midfielder, a dictator, but statistically, he's not going to get you the numbers that Mane would. Do you know what I mean? So I think Liverpool were right to ask for more money than obviously what we pay for Thiago. Big at yourself, Pimpan. Yeah, Sangara, is that the PSV midfielder? I think it is. I'm not too sure on him, I have to be honest, Pim. I have to be honest. I'm not too sure on him. For me personally. Mr. Tibbs 09 says Sadio Mane definitely scored many important goals for Liverpool, especially during our title winning season. Mane leaving and Haaland to City side. Yeah, I know. When you say it like that, it's kind of thing. But remember, we got Nunes. But here's the thing, though. This is one thing I will say. Nunes for me has to hit the ground running. Like when a legend leaves, there's going to be so much pressure for the guy that takes his place. And I know some people will say it's Diaz, right? But we're just looking at it as Mane was playing for the middle. And if he would have stayed another season, I genuinely think Mane would have played for the middle. So therefore, yes, Diaz will have some sort of, in fact, Diaz will have expectation, but I think Nunes would have more expectation being the focal point, supposedly, for this upcoming season. Pimp as well says Mane is probably the most clutch player we've had in the Klopp era. He goes with our blessing. Yeah, facts, bro. I think he probably was. If you think about the majority of the big games people, yeah, I think Sadio Mane might be actually our most clutch player because I think he's scored in more important games than potentially. It's either him or Salah, isn't it? It's either him or Salah. I think it's kind of mad still, but regardless, like again. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's Mane thing, man. It's sad, but it's sad. It's sad. Bigger Ashley says, I think we got around 85% of the juice out of Mane. I think the Prem is kind of on attacking players. He's kind of on attacking players over 32. Oh, in the Bundesliga, he'll prolong his longevity. Thanks for the service. Legend, best 10 since Barnes. Yeah, I think there's even an argument that he done better than Barnes. There's actually an argument, bro. And it's the thing is, the argument's hard to compare because it's errors, who you play with, like. But if we're talking about body of work, Sadio Mane's body of work can compare to literally pretty much nearly anybody. He scored more goals than Torres, more goals than Suarez, got a bigger legacy than them, man. And these men get praises, and rightly so. But Sadio Mane eclipses them. It's not even a debate. Not even a debate, people. He eclipses them. You know what I mean? Let me read out some chats that aren't super chats. Let me just show the love as well. I don't want people to just think that man's just reading the thing. High Tech Jay says Nunes needs time. He does need time. But at the same time, bro, how much time do we have? Because Drift will probably say this, and Kyle will probably say this as well, yeah? We need to hit the ground running because Man City will pick up from where they left off. They won't drop points at the beginning. I don't think so anyway. And even if they do, we need to capitalize because we know they put on these stretches where they just don't lose a game and they don't draw games either. You know what I mean? So it's kind of mad. Bonker says Fabio is our Origi. What you mean, Carvalho? No, maybe. I know you're saying you're not saying play for play. You're maybe saying impact. Maybe potentially could be impact. You never know if he's not starting. He comes off the bench. Obviously, we've still got Jota as well. Motor Sir says Mane was literally unplayable during the 18-19 and 19-20, arguably the best left winger during that time. He was, facts. He showed his class since AFCON 2. Can't believe we're letting him go for so cheap. I know it's because of it's the year left thing. We left it too late. I can't lie. FSG, I think, messed up there, in my opinion. Because here's the thing. We should never have gone into a summer where Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah and Firmino, especially those three, not Ox and and Naby, they're different. They're not on that caliber. Those 3 players I mentioned should have not have had a one year left. They shouldn't have. Like that's bad business in my opinion, because we're now having to play the whole like, okay, we're gonna kind of have to do what they want to do, and that just ain't calm, innit? Do you know what I mean? We needed to be proactive, and I just don't think we done that. I think we left it a little bit too late, in my opinion. I just think, yeah, we gotta do better. I don't think tonight is about the whole FSG out thing as well. I just think, personally, like, we got to wait until the end of the window. I know the reports, and funny enough, that's what the title says as well, actually. Are we done shopping? A lot of reports are saying that. One thing I will say, though, I'm not too sure if I'm buying that. I'm not too sure. If Liverpool were on the lookout for a midfielder and everybody knew that, we would get charged hella peas. We just wouldn't it. People will be trying to just give us stupid prices. I'm not saying it's definitive that we're not going to go for midfielder. I just think we're looking to see what happens with who we sell and look to see how the market goes. And it's one of those things where I'm not going to sit here and say it again definitively, but you see with Luis Diaz, we wanted to get Luis Diaz this summer, but because Tottenham tried to go on and take him, we had to make a move. I do genuinely feel like if someone went after Jude Bellingham or a midfielder that we didn't know of and someone wanted to get, I think Liverpool might have to act and they will be forced to. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Zal and then 15. Have I missed your super chat, brother? Let me see if I can find that now, my bro. Eunice says smoke screen. It could be. It could genuinely be. It's hard to say, people. So hard to say. Let me see if I miss your super chat, bro. Let me see. But yeah, people, what do you think? Do you genuinely feel that Liverpool are fully done? Or do you think we're kind of in that 50-50, but because we have to play it careful? Because if everyone knew it was after midfield, like even Tchouaméni, apparently we agreed the deal with Tchouaméni from way before Real Madrid kind of got until we agreed that deal with Tchouaméni, yeah, before Real Madrid actually agreed their fee, from what I hear of anyway. It's just that he always kind of wanted to like go to Real Madrid. That was always his favorite thing, innit? So yes, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know what you think, people in the chat, and I'll read them out a second. I'm just looking for my guy's super chat because I can't see it. I don't think it's come through, my guy. Can't see it, you know. Can't see it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it, bro. Oh, my super chat was what qualities do you look in for a woman? Because it just isn't about looks. Right, you definitely changed the conversation, my man. All right, I don't want to stick too long in this car. I want to talk about the football, but bro, you just got to look for someone that's compatible with you, innit? Just look for the compatibility. That's what it's about. I'm sure everyone in the chat will agree. Yes, everyone wants to go for the best looking girl, whatever. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, attractiveness is key. But it's about who you are compatible with. Do you laugh at the same things, or do you have like similarities? Do you know what I mean? Like where you can vibe. It's about the vibe that you get off the person that you're with, innit? If you vibe with that person, then you probably are with the right person. That's what I was saying, it. Do you know what I mean? But big at yourself, brother. As I said, Matt, who's a bigger Premier League legend? Eden Hazard or Mane? For me, Sadio Mane. But I think it's Sadio Mane, personally. When you think about what Mane's done, I think it's Mane. Eunice says Joyce tells you what the club tells him. Yeah, I mean, Joyce is very well connected. One thing I will say, though, is that even he himself isn't like the messiah, so to speak. Because I remember he even said, like, oh, Liverpool, basically, when he knew we were linked with Nunes, he kept on saying that we're not going to pay like over the odds. We're not going to pay whatever they want. And even though we don't know what that fee is, I still kind of feel like Liverpool kind of were forced to pay that fee regardless. So, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say Joyce is very, very well, as I said, connected, but there's going to be things that even he gets wrong. And Fabrizio, they can't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Sean says Love Island settings. Oi, John the Second says Love Island vibes. You know, hey, trust me, the Love Island vibes are going with right now. But yeah, nah, man. The new Kopish Island. Where's the fact? You lot are going on nah. My guy asked a question. I didn't want to be disrespectful. It's all love on Kopish. You know what I mean? AFC Comp says, I'm surprised Liverpool didn't go in for Fabio Vieira. Thoughts, Matt. Yeah, do you know what? He's a midfielder that I thought we might look at, and the other one is Matthias Nunes from Sporting. There's a few midfielders that I thought we would have went in for, but apparently we looked at Vieira, but we didn't. I think want to take it any further. Arsenal did, and they got their man. One thing is, I think he's a good signing for Arsenal. The only thing that baffles me is he's kind of like very much of an attacking midfielder / dictator. I don't know where he fits in unless they change to like the 4-3-3, but that's not for me to worry about. That's for them. They got a player in it, so fair play to Arsenal. They are doing they're doing a lot of work. They're going ham in the transfer market. What they're trying to. Do you know what I mean? They're looking to get Fabio, Gabriel Jesus, and Yuri Tillemans apparently as well. Yeah, Vitinha to PSG. I heard about that as well, bro. Jerome says Nunes is heading to Wolves. I did hear something like that. I hope it's not true. If he does go, mark my words, he'll have 2 seasons and bounce because he'd be too good. He'll be too good to stay at Wolves. Do you know what I mean? John the second says, get Eriksen at least. Yeah, no, facts. The thing is, though, actually, do you know what? As good as Eriksen is, I don't know if I want Eriksen. That's going to sound a bit thing. I'd rather we get like a, I'd rather we would have got like a Fabio Vieira or a Matthias Nunes or even a Yves Bissouma. More so. I just think the person that was going to be that third midfielder, they got to have the energy. And I just worry that Eriksen, with everything that he's been through, would he have the energy? I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But I think, yeah, he could like rotate with Thiago, if that's how you want to put it. Ash says, Matt, name me 3-man shortlist of players who would generally improve the 11. That's why we wanted Shuameni. We can't go Shuameni to Sangara like going from Miss World to Miss Blackpool. Right? Oh, gosh. Man said Miss Black. Big up Miss Blackpool. I don't know who she is, but I'm sure Ash didn't mean it like that. Big up Ash. All right, name me 3. All right, you said 3 midfielders that will really improve us in midfield. Honestly, Schumann was one of them, but we can't use him now. I think Yves Bissouma would have definitely improved us. And you want to know something, people? And I'll say it here, like, if Naby Keita, as much as I rate Naby Keita, was sacrificed for Yves Bissouma, I'd actually understand it. I genuinely would. Do you know what I mean? That's how highly I rate Bissouma. He's gone Spurs, but yeah. Another midfielder. I think, in my opinion, Frankie de Jong improves us. He's not that goal scoring midfielder, but I think he does a little bit of everything. And I think on a technical and tactical point, I think he does very, very well. Trying to think of some midfielder. I said Matthias Nunes. I think he would improve us. He's another one, bro. And obviously Bellingham and Gavi. Like, players like that would improve us. Sangara for me is not the answer. I think I look at him and think there's something not right. I don't know. Like, a little bit, like, he's good, but a little bit clumsy-esque. It's hard to explain. But yeah, I think there's a few midfielders that we could have potentially gone for. Like, and again, some of them have gone on to sign for other players, but that's what makes me think it's got to be Bellingham that we're waiting for. Because we let Bissouma go to Spurs. We could have had a very good... Well, we could have tried a bit harder for Gavi because he's only now really starting to look like he's going to sign. Matthias Nunes looked like he's going to Wolves. Fabio Vieira is going to Arsenal. Like, with some of these players we were loosely linked, strongly linked to, man, we kind of decided not to go for them, people. Does that say that we're after Bellingham? Or is there someone else that we're missing? It's got to be Bellingham. Like, even... Do you know who's sick as well? I tell you, sick. Italian. Barella. Sick. He's another one. I'm trying to think of all the names in world football, realistically, that we could get. Not just throwing out names, but realistically. I think we could push the boat out for Barella. Then again, Italians as well. Only Jorginho in recent memory has done well. Italians coming into the Premier League. That's the only problem. So yeah, man, it's a bit mad still. It's a bit mad. I don't know. Yeah, no Italian player does well. I don't want to do that Yeah, I don't want to do that. I think, yeah, Jorginho's probably the latest. I just think there hasn't been many. Many Italians, to be fair. I think they've kind of waned over the years from coming into the Prem. So yeah, it's a bit different still. But yeah, man, it's Matt. My man says, Matt, do you rate Verratti? Yeah, I do rate him highly. Verratti, I think Verratti's sick, but we wouldn't be able to get him. PSG have just added I think is it Vitinha or from Porto? I think they just signed him. Like they're looking to add. Locatelli, I'm not sure about. I think he lacks athleticism for me, but very good, like kind of dictator, kind of a box to box. But I think he in the Premier League he might get a little bit found out. Steven says, since we want to wait till next year from midfielder, wouldn't it make sense to sign an Eriksen on a 1-year deal whilst we wait for Bellingham? Eriksen could bang out whilst we do that. Yeah, he could, but I think with with Eriksen, Eriksen's gonna want, I think, more time, guaranteed football. I think he'd probably get that somewhere else. But then I suppose the argument is, if Eriksen was to sign today, does he oust Jordan Henderson and Naby Keita from that third midfield spot? And plus, he probably wants that security. I don't know if he would want like a 2, because he's 30 now, isn't it? Like Liverpool probably offer him like a 2-year deal. He probably wants the 3 to 4 year deal. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, it's mad. Mark A says, and don't worry, people. This is a calling show. I'm gonna bring in the callers soon. Do not worry about that. You know what I mean? It's not just gonna be me just chatting away. So don't worry. I'm gonna bring you guys in so we can chop it up still. And if you haven't already, people, there's over 600 of you in here. That's love, man. It's only me in it on my one, so that's love, innit? I beg you, smash that like button, people. It's Team Kopish, it's man like Matt. Drifty will be here shortly. I just got a message from him, so Drifty will be here soon. Mark A says we're acting like it's just looking at Bellingham. Yeah, I know. It is like Liverpool are acting like they're just looking at Bellingham, but I don't know who else. But again, with Liverpool, we are one of them teams, people, where we try not to leak any information, and it could be out of nowhere. Boom, like we go and get a midfielder that we just wasn't expecting, in it. So it is kind of mad. Still, it is kind of mad. It is kind of mad. Ben says, I love this channel. Love, Ben. Love to you, brother. Mohammed says, okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you, my brother. Good evening to you as well. UK Beat says, man like Matt, you know, what a G. Nah, you're the G, brother. Thank you, brother. John the Second says, Hossam Awar. I don't know about Awar. He's kind of gone off the boil a bit, John. Do you think? I don't know. John, who's the other player you said as well? Was it Paqueta, innit? Lucas Paqueta. He's another one. Fake says, Matt, we should have really let Milner go because now we maybe start with this midfield. Do you know what? I'm going to keep it $150. You guys have seen before Milner signed, I was saying I think it was probably time to let him go. Not because I don't rate him, but I think if we're trying to do this evolving thing, but we still keep James Milner, I understand he's got the leadership skills and the experience, but even Man City, they let go of Fernandinho in it, and he was important to them. He's important to a lot of the South American players that have gone there. Like Fernandinho was an important player, and even they were like, you know, it's time to move on. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of mad. Still, it's kind of mad. UK Beat says, big up to you, Matt. Hope Cal and Drifty are good too. Love G, love my brother. Thank you for super chat, bro. And yes, they are good, bro. They are good. Drifty will be with us soon. Scott Ferguson says, Matt, you are the MVP at Kop-Ish. Love for that, bro. I think we're all MVPs, but love for that. Thank you, my brother. I hope everyone's enjoying the show as well. Sorry if I'm rambling, but you know what I mean? I kind of just want to have this conversation with you guys, and obviously I'm going to bring you guys on soon as well. So yeah, man. And did I miss your super chat again? Bro. Oh no, let me see. Because I don't think your super chats are going through, bro. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Bro, I didn't see. Is it Zane? Is it Zane? Apologies if I butchered your name, bro. Or was it Z1 or something? I can't see nothing, bro. I didn't see your super chat come through, bro. I don't know whether. Yeah, that's kind of mad. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna keep going back. I'm gonna read through them back though. Proma says, why do people go on like 1 or 2 CMs are upgrades on the midfield? Nunes, Neves, Ramsey, Bellingham, Bissouma, Guimaraes, Barella, all improvers. That's true. No, that's true. But I think when I reading off the names, I think the people are agreeing. So maybe that chat came in a little bit. I read that chat late, so apologies, Promo. I love for the super chat, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, there's a few names that we could improve. Would you man take Tielemans? I wouldn't, you know. Sounds mad, I wouldn't. I don't know. Tielemans seems like in our system, for the amount of running that you have to do, I think he would struggle. And because Thiago's not really a runner, you can't have 2 men that, do you know what I mean? Don't do that. I don't know. Timmy says, if no CM in the window, someone has lost it at LFC. We have to wait and see. But yeah, it's not looking good. I can't lie to you. But I do think Liverpool can't be stupid and just tell every agent, yeah, after midfielder. So that news gets out and then we're just going to get dumb prices. Like certain man should be 40 mil or 30 mil and then we're getting quoted 60 and 75. Like I'm going to be honest. Even though Tchouaméni was in demand, yeah, 100 million euros for Tchouaméni, I think it was altogether. 85 in add-ons. That's a madness. I can't even lie. I swear his price went up like every month. You know what I mean? That was kind of crazy. I can't lie to you. It's kind of mad still. Why is there a buzzer? Someone's at my door. They're gonna have to wait. John Conway says, hi, Matt. Just gifted 5 memberships to Team Kopish. Oi, John, love for that, brother. Love for that. Love for that. Love for that. So, people, let me just turn off my buzzer, yeah? Apologies. You know this is a Man at Matt live thing. Because I don't understand what is going on. Someone pressing my buzzer, man's filming. Give me 1 second, people. 1 second. Sorry about that, people. Thinking what the else? I'm thinking what? You know, the ones there. Appreciate that as well, John. Love for that, by the way. Appreciate that. That's love, brother. Someone says it's Naby at the door, you know. It might have been still. It might have been. UK Beats has become a YouTube member. Oi, big up yourself, UK Beats. Oi, thank you for coming, member, brother. Love for that. Love for that. A lot of people said it was Naby at the door, you know. Mad thing. Maybe there for a few more supers. Razor says we seriously need to sign a midfielder. Other clubs are getting involved. Won't be surprised if City get Bellingham. I will be very surprised if City get Bellingham. I think we should be at the forefront of that queue. And I think Bellingham would be silly not to play for us. I understand the law of playing for Pep as well, but surely if man says to you, you could be the next Stevie G or whatever, we paint it in that way, I think Bellingham signs. Big at yourself, Razor. Thank you for super chat, brother. 1975 Jamrock, love, brother. Hope you're blessed, man. LSE had initially agreed to 60 million euros for Tchouaméni. That's what I thought, Jamrock. It's mad, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we agreed a price, and then I think when Real Madrid came knocking on the door, that's when they started to change things. But at the same time, I think we had a separate price from Madrid. I just think they just managed to get more money out of Madrid. I think our fee was always going to be less. That's just, you know what I mean? I can't even lie, bro. I think Real Madrid paid a stupid amount of money for Tchouaméni. And yeah, I've heard about Calvin Phillips going to Man City. I think apparently that's close, you know. So they're looking to get Calvin Phillips. What's his name? The left back. I've forgotten his name, how you pronounce it. From Brighton. The guy with the curly hair still. I can't remember his name. Cucurella, however you pronounce it. I can't even pronounce it. Cucurella. Let's just call him Corella. Because man can't pronounce that name still. But yeah, he's going there. And he looks like they're getting Calvin Phillips. That's kind of mad still. John II said he's cold. He is good. I can't lie, he's good. He is good. Let's see what happens, don't it, Carl? Tuesday, we got Robertson and Simicast, so I'm not really worried about that. It's the Haaland thing. It's the Haaland thing. Let's be real. The main reason why we're all a little bit like, Man City are tough enough as it is, and they're going to add in Haaland. I think that's what it is for us. Because their midfield is strong. Their midfield couldn't get any stronger. It actually can't, really. It was the attack. Because the attack is the one where even though City are very good and they score a stupid amount of goals, we were all just thinking like, like if they get a striker, it's mad. And remember, they nearly got Kane the year before. And they said, well, if we can't get Kane, we get Harden. I can't lie, that's a mad thing. That is mad. That is mad. But you know what, people? You know what I'm gonna do in it. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read out a few more. But if you're smart, you'll see what I just did there. I smashed the link in the chat them and see what it's there. People are there. You know what I mean? Assad says, Matt, is this a one-man show tonight? No. Drifty will be on his way. Still. Drifty will be on his way. But I hope everyone's enjoying the show, though. You know what I mean? It's Friday night. You know, we have to chop it up as always. And yeah, man, it's the midfield conversation. And like, are we going to just, is that our shopping done? We had to have that talk, people. Do you know what I mean? Pinto says, no Magnum today. Bro, it's a Friday, man. Come on, man. You know what time it is. I've even got the thing, the raspberry mojito on deck as well. Summertime. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's all love and that from everybody. It is a Man Like Matt takeover. Facts, it is. It actually is still. It's a Man Like Matt takeover. I can't even lie. Right now it is. But like I said, Drifty will be here shortly. Let me see if I've missed any super chats before I bring in the people. If I missed one. I think Jamot's one was the last one. I read out Razors. Love to you all for sending us super chats as well, people. Do you know what I mean? And yes, and I've read out John's one as well. And John, love as always, brother, for gifting the 5 memberships, brother. Trust me. But yeah, people, as you know how the thing go already. You get 2 minutes to chop it up. 2 minutes before the buzzer goes off or the alarm. I'm going to try and use the iPad and everything at the same time. So yeah, man, as soon as you enter, you got your 2 minutes. I'm going to start the clock. It will get a little bit smoother when Drift gets in because he can do the timing thing. But right now, it's a Man Like Matt takeover. So man's doing everything. So yes, let me bring on the first caller of tonight. The one and only How's Now Army.
How you doing, man? Big up, bro. Big up. Man, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Friday night vibes, bro. You know what time it is.
Yeah, man. Big up. So I just came home. I was listening to what you were saying. I agree and I disagree with a lot of things that you said. The parts that I agree with was when you're talking about the Bellingham and this and that. But the things that I disagree with is when it comes to Jurgen Klopp, why is our fan base making him sound like he's the Messiah? And why is everything that Mr. Jurgen Klopp says, like, he can never get anything questioned? Because when FSG do something wrong, it's FSG out. Get them out of the football club. They're a disgrace. But when Jurgen Klopp is sitting there saying that he doesn't want another signing, at the beginning of last season, when he was coming out talking about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain having dynamism that you can't afford in the transfer market, but he played 1,500 minutes in the whole season. Like, come on, bro, get out of here. I'm not trying to listen to that. Like, Jurgen Klopp, if people want to talk about FSG this and FSG that, why can nobody have the same energy for Jurgen Klopp? Because Jurgen Klopp right now is making Liverpool fans believe that second place is the best thing that can happen for the football club. Apparently, Liverpool fans now are saying that we're becoming glorified challengers. Because I'm being serious. I've had enough of finishing second. I've had enough about being second and finishing 1 point behind Man City and people telling me that, oh, we can't improve, we can't be this and that. Listen, FSG are not the greatest owners in the Premier League. I understand that. But there's no way on earth people can try to explain to me and spin it to me that we can't improve this midfield without Jude Bellingham. I'm not having that. I'm not listening to that. But listen, 10 seconds, 9 seconds left. Big up to you, bros. Big up to everybody in the chat. And yeah, Jurgen Klopp, man. That's all I just got to say.
Respect for that, bro. I'm going to chop it up now, brother, yeah?
Yeah, big up, bro.
Love, brother, as always. All right, so big up yourself, Cardinal Army. So he's saying, basically, Klopp does make mistakes, innit? And if we're going to have a go at FSG, we've got to have that same energy for Klopp. And he also said, in fact, I'll answer that one first, yeah? 100%. Like, Klopp is, but I think the thing is, though, Cardinal Army, no one's saying Klopp don't make mistakes. I just think what it is that his body of work has been so good at Liverpool. When he says something, you have to listen. Proof is in the pudding, hence why this is our most successful period that we've ever had. And yes, of course he makes silly errors. Like, or not even silly errors, he makes errors as a human being. He decided to stick with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He did that. He said he wanted to keep him. Dynamism, all of that stuff, he did. But that's a mistake. I think he's allowed to make those mistakes to a degree. No one's saying Klopp is like this messiah and he don't get nothing wrong. I understand when people do the whole, oh, we're just trusting Klopp. Yeah, I understand that. It's to an extent you're trusting him. But you're trusting him because he's won us every trophy there is to win. What it is that we've become so used to winning now, the margins for errors are so small that if something does happen, we really get mad. When we need to sometimes take a good look at ourselves and remember where we came from. We were that club that Roy Hodgson had, and he destroyed us for 6 months. We were that club when Brendan Rodgers took us through that transition. Then we were lucky enough to get Jurgen Klopp, and he's built something steadily. We don't have the finances like everybody else, so we have to be smarter. We have to be shrewd. Man City just went and spunked 100 mil on Jack Grealish, yeah? No one don't really say nothing because Man City won the Premier League. Jack Grealish done nothing. If Liverpool done that, oh my days, Klopp will get ridiculed. No one don't really say nothing about Pep. And I think it's a little bit unfair as well for Jurgen Klopp because he can't make these expensive mistakes and just go back into the transfer market and paper over the cracks. I could be wrong saying this, but even when Klopp was talking about the Chamber thing, that's because I feel like I don't know whether there was money there. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I felt like he was saying there's not a lot of money there. All I can do is boost up this man's ego and see if he can do something. That's how I took it anyway. Your next part of your question was, the last part, sorry, was Klopp makes second feel like first. I can't lie, I disagree with that. I understand. Here's the thing. Be proud of your achievements, innit? Be proud of what you achieved for the season. We won 2 trophies, but we finished second in the Premier League. We had a parade. Some people laughed at us or whatever, but we still won 2 trophies, innit? When you start the season, there's 4 trophies to win. He won 50% of the trophies that were available, regardless of which ones they are. 50% of those trophies he won. I don't think Klopp's trying to get us into that mindset that we should be happy for second. But one thing you shouldn't do is make it seem like second is just some dead thing. It's not dead. It's just that it's not first. If we were fourth and we were doing what Arsenal used to do back in the day and celebrating Champions League qualification, then 100%. But we ain't doing that. Klopp is striving for perfection. It's just that he doesn't have the same parameters as Pep Guardiola. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, man. It is what it is. Right, let me bring on the next caller. Why, John? Why go on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, bro? What you saying?
I'm blessed, man. Yourself?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just watching the sunset going down, man. I got a good view of the whole summer vibe right now, bro.
Hey, mad.
Yeah, man. But other than that, in terms of Liverpool, I'm just slightly gutted, man, because obviously Sadio's leaving, innit? It's just gonna be so weird that start of the season, first game, even the Community Shield, just not seeing him there because we've just been so used to seeing him just there, innit?
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean? Like, just even the celebrations with him and Bobby and that, like, it's just, bro, I can't lie. Like, it's just gonna take a lot. Gonna take some getting used to, but all the best for Sadio, man, because he to be honest with you, he's for me, I think Premier League of all time for Liverpool players, I think he's probably top 3. I think there's an argument for top 3, man.
Okay.
But yeah, but now and for in terms of our like midfield problems, I can't lie, bro. If we don't get at least, because for me, ideally, I think we need 2 midfielders, because the midfield options that we have for me, they're scaring me. They really are scaring me. No, for real. Because like, if you look at the age, and then you look at the fact that people like Fabinho, Thiago, they go missing through injuries here and there.
Yeah.
Henderson, he has that little 5-game out of form. He's very inconsistent now. So we need reinforcements in midfield. Honestly, we really do. And the thing is that there's no excuse not to go get, because there's plenty of options there. You have Eriksen there. I believe is he on a free?
He's on a free. I think so. Yeah, I think he'll be on a free. Yeah.
There you go. Like for me, I would take Eriksen, even if it meant for a year as a stopgap. Oh, right, 2 minutes is up already. You see, I knew you were going to be harsh, bro. I knew you were going to.
No, not even.
No, it's cool.
Not even. But no, love for that, bro.
You get
no, finish off. What do you want to say something? Go on. What was you? Because I know. What did you want to say? The last bit. The last bit.
I just want to make a point. Obviously, like there's no excuse not to get him in midfield. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of options there. Because for me, it's imperative. Then we can all look at the transfer window and say, you know what, it's a reasonable one. We can go over it and see where we are end of the season. So but I don't know. You can chop that off or whatnot.
I'm gonna chop it up now, bro. Man.
Yeah, man. But anyways,
love as always, brother. Love as always, man.
Kop-Ish all the way, man. Take care.
Love, brother. Take care, bro. Enjoy your Friday, bro.
All right, you too.
All right, so why John? Obviously, we're speaking about how he misses Mane, and it's not going to be the same. Like the Sadio Mane, like the smile, the goals, the charismatic but quiet personality. He's a unique guy. Like he's going to be missed. I think his presence in the dressing room is going to be missed. I think Mane, you can tell, was a massive favorite in the Liverpool dressing room, and obviously he's a favorite with us as fans. And I think even now, just thinking about it's making me feel sad, bro. Like, and he also makes a point as well, Mane being one of the top 3 Liverpool players. I think Mane definitely goes into any conversation in top 3 when it comes to Liverpool. I really do. I think his body of work is amazing. Like when you think about wide forwards, I think him and Salah are obviously probably the best wide forwards. I know because you can't really compare like wingers from back in the day of like McManaman on the left and everything, like different type of player. But if you want to just say like devastating forwards or something like that, Mane's in that conversation, innit? It's mad. And last but not least, why John spoke about the 2 midfielders, he feels like it'll be a massive mistake. He said the options that we have scare him. He also said the age, obviously the profile of the players is a main thing. Like Fabinho's obviously getting a bit older, Thiago, Naby Keita, inconsistent. It's something that I think all Liverpool fans are worried about. I think we know the engine room needs to get refreshed in it. I think you see the evolution that we are led to believe that Liverpool are trying to do. I will be very shocked, in my opinion, if we did leave it to next summer to bring in one. Welcome to the show, Jiff. I'll ask you this question actually. This is perfect.
Well gone. Apologies, by the way. That was a whole heap of madness trying to rush to get ready, but that was not.
No, that's cool, bro. I'll ask you this question about the midfield. Why John says we need 2 midfielders because of like age, even quality. Are you worried about Liverpool's midfield coming up to the season? Like, are you worried about the state that it's in,
bro? Hey, members, tomorrow I'm dropping a Drifty's thoughts, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We know what that's about, innit?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I filmed it today while I was out, and some strangers were looking at me. Like, what's he shouting about? Yeah, there was a lot to shout about this midfield situation. So look forward to that tomorrow, members. Yeah, bro, this midfield situation is bullshit, if I'll be quite frank. If you just want me to be blunt, it's bullshit. Unless it's a smoke screen. I heard you talking earlier, and I really hope you're right, bro, about it being a smoke screen. And it's like, just playing games so that nobody
can make us spend a whole
can
heap of
now
money.
make us overpay, yeah. But if I'm being completely honest with you, bro, there is zero excuse to not buy a midfielder this season. And I said it in the members video, so I'm not going to say too much so that the members get that exclusive. But we've got about 3 or 4 players going out who are very good players of a high level of squad rotation. Origi, Minamino, and Ox. Maybe not so much the second half of the season, but in his general Liverpool career, were 3 very good rotational squad players who would come in and play FA Cup games, come in and play Carling Cup games. A lot of the reasons why we got to semi-finals and finals of Cups was Ox, Minamino, Origi, Milner, those type of players who come in and they fill in and they play. Tsimikas, those guys who play. I don't know if you remember that amazing 5-5 game we had with Arsenal a year or 2 back. Oxen and Origi were the ones who scored the goals. Like big games, do you get what I mean? Like they've come off the bench and they've helped. During AFCON. Whether you think Ox had a good season or not, he definitely chipped in while them man were away on AFCON duty and got a couple of assists, couple goals, played well. I remember a really important goal that he got. Was it Crystal Palace when he scored? It was either the opening goal or the winning goal. If my memory serves me right, Ox playing off the right.
The left. Yeah. I kind of roughly remember.
But basically, having those options, they're gone. And I know a couple of people said, Ox is gone. It's so obvious. There's like, the only way he's still here is if nobody buys him. Like, so if we've got those players going out, we need squad players. So we need midfielders because we just need squad players. And there's a very high risk Naby gets injured. He done brilliantly to stay fit last season, but that's 1 out of 4 seasons. Who's to say that wasn't an anomaly and he's just injured again next season? If that happens, do you know what I mean? Like, who knows? So I think it's absolutely stupid we're not buying a midfielder. Absolutely stupid that we're not buying a midfielder.
I will say this, and I know I was getting a lot of heat for it, when I said this. And I'll say it again. And I know people won't like me saying it, but just hear where I'm coming from before you ever got me, people. I don't think James Milner should have signed a contract extension. I know James Milner is almost like, it's not even about what he brings on the field, It's kind of like off the field and his experience, and we're hoping that he goes into the coaching. But I'm just looking at it as on the field right now. He's taken up a midfield slot. If you was to swap James Milner with someone of higher quality and say we didn't get the all Bellingham or whatever, I think we'll be annoyed, but we won't be raging. The reason why I think we're raging is because when you look at our midfield, it's exactly the same as last season. Exactly the same. And we kept on saying our midfield is industrious, but it's getting older. It's not the same midfield from the 2017 to 2020 era where you had obviously Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Henderson. Like the energy that was there, and obviously it makes you technical ability as well, especially like Wijnaldum, Bro, James Milner, in my opinion, I love the guy for what he brings for Liverpool, but sometimes it's like, when we're talking about like the evolving thing, people say formations and whatnot. That's very true because you can evolve in your formation. You can also involve in your playing staff. Like, I'm almost feel like Liverpool playing it too safe by re-signing James Milner, bro. Like, and again, like, I'm not saying this to disrespect Milner. It's just that when you put it into context, he's one of the midfielders that signed a new deal that is theoretically stopping somebody else from signing, because Klopp has like 7 midfielders, and realistically, he needs to kind of at least get rid of one, at least, to kind of bring in another one. And that person for me would have been James Milner, because firstly, his contract was done in the summer, like fully done. Ox and Naby, I know people have split opinions on them, but they at least had a year less. So he could get some type of value. He was literally done. Like he could have left on a free. Why not just replace him? Because even though he's not going to get you that much value, bro, even when his contract runs up, we'll probably get like, I don't know, James Milner goes back to Leeds for like $1 million max or something.
No, he just signed a 1-year extension. So
it's a 1 year. Yeah. So, but just quickly, do you think we met, like, I know, take your love out of the, and just think from like, just from footballing perspective, when you think about the main team we got to face is Man City, just from footballing perspective, do you think we made a mistake, bro? Try not to think about how much you rate his character on what he brings. Just try and think of it as, on the pitch, could we have replaced James Milner? And do you think we made the right choice?
Even if I take my bias and my love out for Milner, bro, I don't believe Milner is ever the problem. Like, Milner's 8th choice, no matter what we do, and he's happy with that. And you have to have someone who's happy to be 8th choice, bro.
But
so
we
for
could
me,
change that.
No, but I'm all right with Milner being 8th choice because, like I said, bro, you need professionals to be in the squad who are willing to play that role and are okay to do that and won't moan, won't complain, won't do an ox and throw their toys out the pram and be stroppy all the time and all that stuff. Milner fully understands that is his position in the team. I'm the 8th choice midfielder and I will only play where and when the manager needs me, and otherwise I'll keep everybody on their toes. I'll keep the dressing room going. I'll do all of that kind of stuff. For me personally, the players you have to worry about who actually improve or get in the way of us improving are, and this is me being completely unemotional because you know I love these guys, Jones, Elliott, Naby, and Ox. Those are the 4 for me, and that's why I said I think Elliott and Jones should go on another loan to continue their development and prove that they're going to definitely be able to help us. I'm not so much bothered about Elliott, but definitely Jones has to go on a loan somewhere now and playing every now and again, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. At his age, he's not developing and it's not working. And when he comes in, that's why he doesn't really affect games as much, because he knows there's pressure on him. He has to quickly hurry up and show he's good. And he knows he won't play the next game, or he knows it's only 20 minutes or whatever. And then when you actually think about it, that's just constantly playing with no real, like, you're always playing within yourself almost, or you're trying too hard. So Jones has to go on alone, and Naby and Ox are the 2 who are going to like play in the first team, especially Naby. And I just think we're past those 2 now, bro. And again, I went into much more detail in the members video. It was about 20 minutes. So guys, check it out. I'm not going to keep going on. But for me, those are the 2 that need to go, because we need improvement in our 3rd and our 5th, or our 3rd and our 4th choice midfielders. Whether Henderson becomes 4th choice or 5th choice, I think that's obvious now that will probably happen. Back up for Flacco was a number 6, fill in as an 8 only if necessary. 4th or 5th choice midfielder, the way it looks at it. Naby's going to be 3rd, not even 3rd choice, bro. He's a starter. In our team next season, if everybody's fit, Naby, Thiago, Henderson, Naby, Thiago, Flacco is the starting 3. Then Henderson would be 4th choice, Jones or Ox would be 5th or 6th if they were to stay. For me, that needs to change because we're past Naby now, bro. And it's not, I'll still support the guy. I like the guy. He's very much capable of still having good games here or there, but we are past Naby. We're just past Naby now, bro. We're past Ox and we're almost past Jones. That's why he's got to go on loan and prove himself. These guys have had long enough and have had a big enough opportunity, in my opinion, to prove whether they're good enough. And I got to be honest, all 3 haven't. All 3 haven't.
All right, so, in fact, this is the last thing I'll say quickly because I don't want people away. And apologies, people. James Milner, I know you said about the 8th choice thing, but say we got him, for example, like, I know we ain't really seen play, but we think is good, like Matthias Nunes. Yeah, say we got him here, yeah. Even though Milner was 8th, Matthias Nunes probably challenges for that 3rd or 4th choice. So you already bump up in quality. Other people get pushed down. Let's say, for example, we was to get even a what's my man's name? I know he's gone. He's resigning, but Gavi. Just give me an example, Gavi. If you sign a Gavi again and Milner goes or Ox goes, you're stacking up on more quality, and the person obviously further down gets pushed out. The problem is this, bro. How can we have 8 midfielders or whatever it is, yeah, and we lack quality? Do you know how mad that is? I can't even lie, you know.
No, we don't lack quality. We just lack dynamism. No,
I
it
think we
isn't
lack
quality, bro.
quality.
It's we don't have anything different. We got too many samey.
No, but bro, I think overall we lack. Yes, dynamism is true, but we lack quality though. Like if we're talking realistically, we have 2 world-class midfielders. That is it. Out of the 8.
Yeah, but I feel like they're all samey. Like Ox and Naby are a little bit different, but they're still kind of the same.
Bro,
and
no, bro. But here's the
it's
difference.
very samey,
No, but
man.
bro, even if it's samey, if you're world class though, at least your quality is high. We are lacking quality. Like we lack. Like,
I mean,
it's hard
I know what you
it's
mean,
hard to
but
have these discussions, but like, you know,
I know what you mean, but it's very hard to have like 5 world-class midfielders.
All right, here's the thing.
It's very hard, bro. Not many teams have 5 world-class midfielders.
No. I'm glad you said that. The problem is though, we are up against Thanos with all the Infinity Stones, bro. Kevin De Bruyne is world class. Rodri is world class. Gundogan is world class. Who's the other one?
Bernardo
is world class. How many?
No, Bernardo's not world class. He's top quality. He's not world class. No.
Okay, bro. Even if he's not world class, he's of high class.
Yeah. He's a high caliber. He's not world class though.
We have 2.
No, I hear that.
We have 2.
But do you get the point I'm making, that an 8th choice midfielder can't be a Naby or a Henderson because they're not going to have it. They're not going to be okay with that. You need your 8th choice midfielder to be someone willing to do it. That's why Milner is definitely like,
but bro, here's the problem,
good for that role.
We've got, out of the 8 midfielders, we have 2 that are world class, and the others we all kind of go meh kind of thing. Like the others, some people say no, it's good, some people say it's not. But when you're not euphorically known as world class, you just know you ain't world class. Like if I said to the people in the chat, Fabinho and Thiago are world class, they're all gonna say yes. If I say anybody else, they're gonna be like, Matt, like is the heat like affecting you that bad? Because I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? But just before we end up on this conversation, I think what it is, bro, is having that hard look at ourselves and going, we have good midfielders. They are good, but we're lacking some quality. Like, even if it was a case of 3 were world class and 1 was high class. Do you know what I would say about the captain? It's a weird. If I went even, I don't want to talk about Henderson. I don't, because I don't even know what to say.
By the way, I actually have no idea why everybody thinks Bernardo Silva's world class. Bernardo Silva's a quality player, but to say he's world class.
Nah, bruv, I'm not gonna lie. Bruv, I think Bernardo Silva is probably world class. I can't.
He didn't do anything in the Premier League really from about January onwards. So he had a brilliant first half of the season.
No, but he
did
wanted
nothing
to
in the
leave,
second half.
bro. He's
a purple patch player, bro. He's a purple patch player. I'm not like he's very good, but he's a purple patch player. There's no way you can put him on a level of a Kevin De Bruyne and all those guys. Come on, man. He's not that good.
Bernard,
he's not that good.
All right,
what does he do for Portugal? He's not that good, man. He's not that good. I'm telling you.
What I'm trying to say is this, but this is what I'm saying. Is these uncomfortable conversations. Let's just say he's not world class, even though I think he is. Yeah,
he's better than most of our players. I'm not saying he's not better than most of our players, but he's not world class.
He walks into our team, you know. I hate to say it, but he does.
Yeah, he would get in our team. Yeah, he'd be the 3rd midfielder in our team. Yeah, he would. 100%.
And this is what I'm saying. He's so good that he can't even walk into City's team. If Pep says to Gundogan, "You're standing," Bernardo has to sit down and can't say nothing. That's the difference, and it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? That's all this is, and I think it's just a case of, again, our defense all worldly, our attack. We will see if it's still all worldly. I still think it will be, and I still think it is. But it's the midfield. It's just the midfield where, like what everyone's saying tonight, it's where we have the issue. But yeah. Bro. Yeah, we could go on about this all day, but let's bring in the rest of the people. All right.
I'm upset I missed Wyjon as well, because Paqueta is fully in manifestation. And there's a lot of talk that he might go Newcastle. And I've got to be honest, bro, we sit back and watch Newcastle sign Paqueta, I actually don't think Liverpool is serious about life. You can't watch Tottenham get Basuma. You can't watch Paqueta go to Newcastle and De Jong go to Man United. And we need a midfielder. And you just sit with your hands, you know, you just sit on your hands. I'm sorry. You see Bellingham. Bellingham has the potential to go on and be an unbelievable player, but Bellingham is not good enough for just all out. We're just waiting for him, and we don't do anything, and everything's just about getting him. He's not that good, bro. Do you get what I mean? He's not that all-worldly Van Dijk level of player where you go, nah, he's worth wait. Like, we got to make sure we wait for this guy. Like, waiting for Bellingham at the like detriment to the team and what we might do in the seasons while we're waiting, it's just ridiculous, bro.
I hear you, but you know,
such a stupid decision, bro.
One thing I will say that we have to be careful. Signing Darwin Núñez right now is a gamble, but a lot of people think it's a
100%.
calculated gamble, yeah? If
100%.
Liverpool were to sign Bellingham right now in the same summer, they might be thinking to them, for the price that Dortmund want, that's still kind of another gamble. Whereas if we were able to get him at a lower fee, Liverpool would be like, that's more of a calculated gamble. Because I reckon if Darwin Núñez was £100 million and not 64 million, sorry, 85 it could go up to, but let's say it went up to 100 mil, I don't think Liverpool go for that. I genuinely don't. I don't think they do it. I think they're better than, yeah.
No, sorry, but tell me this though, yeah?
Yeah, go.
You want Tchouaméni. We had Tchouaméni in Liverpool. That's how badly we wanted him. We showed him around, right? That's how much we wanted him. But he just picked Madrid. Is what it is, isn't it? Most players will pick Madrid who grew up wanting to go Madrid. He's one of those guys. Cool. But bro, the profile of player that Tchouaméni is not the same as Bellingham. So what we're doing here makes no sense, bro. Because if you wanted Tchouaméni, you wanted that profile of player. So Bellingham being a different profile of player means, what are you doing? What is the game plan here? I don't understand what we're actually playing.
The thing is, they probably see both of them as box to box, because Bellingham is box to box. Although I feel like his attacking is kind of outweighs.
That's what I was going to say, bro. It heavily outweighs his defending, bro.
But that's
outweighs his defending.
But that's something that Liverpool can
and Tchouaméni's the opposite. Tchouaméni's defensive heavily outweighs his attacking. So they're not the same at all, bro.
No. But here's the thing. If you would have got Tchouaméni, Liverpool would try to get more of an attacking nous out of him, yeah? Because that's what he started, funny enough, to do in the last couple of months at Monaco. Bellingham, if you watch out Bellingham was just known for scoring the odd kind of goal and being a good attacking midfielder, but is now, as months go by, starting to graft that bit more. Even when I saw a little bit of the England game, you see him tracking, he's starting to graft that bit more. So that's Liverpool are looking for a player that they can mold, right?
But that's dumb, bro. Just get a player who does what he does. Stop all this shoehorning shit, bro.
I agree, but do you know what I genuinely think? Do you know what I think? This is what I think. This is what I think. Liverpool's first target for the whole summer was Tchouaméni. We tried hard for Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni turned us down. Mane said he wants to leave. Plan had to change. That money we were going to spend on Tchouaméni had to now get spent on Núñez. That's what I think. So I still think there's wiggle room, but we had to act on that first. Because if we got in the midfielder and then we had to wait to sell players and then try and get an attacker, Núñez might have already gone to Man United. So I think the Mane thing put a spanner in the works. I genuinely do. And I could be wrong here, bro.
That means that we can only do one deal at a time.
No.
Like,
whoa.
One
mega deal. But I could be wrong here. This is just me just going.
Yeah, but we're a mega club, bro. We should. And the thing is, Bellingham's kind of speculation. It's not even like it's a 30,
it's not a guarantee.
So if you take Bellingham out, who is there then?
Bro, it's not a guarantee. Like, it's not a guarantee. All I know is that I think personally, the Mane thing put a span in the works, yeah, and they had to go, we got to act now. There's no point trying to get a midfielder when we have to act. If we don't act, who's going to be left? Bro, let's be real. We could have brought in a Basuma, yeah, and we would have been happy. Say Mane gone now. Imagine if we would have brought in, I don't know, like, I'm just trying to think of an attacker that's just like kind of underwhelming. But say we just brought in an attacker and Liverpool had to act for, or that's all we could do because we had to wait for all the player sales, yeah, to go and get this striker. Bro, we would have been left with hardly anybody. Núñez, remember, we had to fight Man United. I say fight, but you know what I mean. There was interest in him. There was interest.
But bro, look, I'm just saying, like, you know what? fair play
Yeah.
to Arsenal as well. Yeah, we always banter them and stuff, but if they have the summer that the speculation is they're gonna have, it's actually brilliant, and I will actually commend them, and I'll actually say it's just hella pressure. You may actually win something, but at the moment they've just got Vieira. They've almost sewn up Jesus. Tillemans is very advanced in the negotiation, and there's rumours that they're trying to get Rafinha as well. But even if you take away Rafinha, that's 3 top players that they're negotiating all at the same time. If a club is shit as Arsenal in terms of getting their business done, let's be real, they're actually a shit club in terms of negotiating and doing all that transfers. They've been terrible at it for ages, yeah? And if all of a sudden they can get their shit together and be talking to 2, 3, 4 players all at the same time of a good quality, there's no way, bro, we can sit back and have the excuse, Nunes was a big deal, we had to sort out. Bro, get it all done at the same time. We're Liverpool, bro. We're not some small fry. Bro, go and get it all done at the same time, bro. Go and get it all done at the same time, bro.
No one's saying that. All I'm saying is that's how we prioritize. It was and from looks like it was kind of clear because it's kind of mad, bro, how we've gone from Tchouaméni to Nunes. So we haven't got to get another midfielder. We went for an attacker. That says to me that we're working still within restrictions, and it was either like get the big boy midfielder or get the big boy attacker. But because Mane wanted to go and has practically gone, we had to act, bro.
They would have known about Mane for a while as well, bro. That wouldn't have been a surprise to the club. They would have known about the Mane.
Bro,
situation.
they had. I reckon they might have had doubts, but I don't think they knew that it was.
But I reckon for at least a month or 2 they would have known, bro. The club would never. The club would have never not known.
But again, even the Arsenal thing, yeah, you can say props to them, but bro, they have to look how dead they've been. Remember,
so do we, bro. This is how complacency makes people catch you, bro.
No, but bro, we're
not dead, bro. But this is how people catch you when you get complacent.
Yeah, but bro, it's gonna take a lot more than that. Remember, they signed Gabriel and flipping Ben White and said they're gonna do bits.
No, I'm not just talking about them, bro. I'm talking about even Tottenham. Chelsea and Man United at some point are going to get the ball rolling. Have saying,
we not improved?
This is what complacency does, bro. It lets people catch you up.
Have we made signings, though?
Yeah, but we've gone backwards.
Have we made signings?
No, we have made signings, but we've gone backwards.
So we got the striker that you wanted.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Mane, so we've gone backwards in quality.
What else could we... It's what I'm saying. What else could we have done?
No, but this is the point. Go and get a few more positions settled in the team. And then that means like Ramsey coming in is brilliant for a backup, but he's 18. Hella pressure.
We're only really missing a midfielder, you know, or 2. Let's say.
No, we haven't got no cover for Salah either, bro. Are you forgetting, bro? There's talk Kelleher's Unai, and then we might have to start looking for a goalie, bro. We got issues, you know, bro. We got issues, bro. I'm not saying everything's falling apart or anything. But bro, we got some serious, we got shit we got to get sorted.
We got a midfield issue. I don't think we've got I don't think we've got a mad squad issue. Yes, people are leaving. Don't get twisted.
So what happens if Salah needs a rest?
So man never heard of Jota. Who else is there?
Nah, come on, bro. Now we've needed cover for Salah for a minute.
No,
yeah, but
I'm
we ain't got Mane anymore, bro. So who plays left now? Jota. You said it yourself, bro. Jota's not a winger anymore. He's a striker. So if Diaz plays on the right, bro, who plays on the left? What, Carvalho at 18 years old? Bro, come on. We've got issues, bro. We've got issues, bro.
Bro, in my opinion, yes, cover for Salah. I don't think it's a major issue, but it's an issue. But it's the midfield for me. Bro, we have how many attackers, and yet we're always screaming for one more because we don't have the carbon copy of Salah on the other side. Don't get twisted. That would be amazing if we could get that player, right? But bro, look how many attackers we have, and we're still going to complain. Are we really going to complain that?
Yeah, but we've lost 3 of them. Origi, Minamino, and Mane have gone, bro. So out of the 7 attackers
we've
3 have
Nunes
gone, bro.
And Carvalho, no?
Yes, and neither of them are as good as the ones who have gone. So we've already decreased slightly in the quality of the squad, bro.
The way people...
Let's keep it real, bro. We have.
The way people chop and change their opinion is mad. I don't understand. We brought in Nunes and everyone's gas, and now everyone's saying our attack is underwhelming. I find that kind of mad still.
No, who said it's... No, it's not underwhelming. But it's got worse, though, right? If you're actually looking quality for quality, it's got worse, bro. The numbers are less. And the quality isn't as good, bro.
Of course, quantity. Yes, quantity. Yes.
Bro, until he proves
we don't know how good.
Until he proves it, Carvalho wasn't better than Minamino or Origi until he proves it.
Agreed.
Mane is much better than Nunes.
Agreed.
So therefore, we've gone down in quality and numbers, bro. So therefore, our attack is not as good as it was.
I
It's
would
just
say
a fact, bro.
no, our attack is not as good. No, attack is not as good as it was. But I'm not gonna sit here and complain and be like, "Oh my gosh, the attack! Like, what are we gonna do, bro?" I think our attack, personally, that's not what I'm worried about. We always create chances. We always
I'm not
create
worried
chances.
about it. I'm just saying it needs to be
You
addressed.
got the
We've
striker that
needed a
you
right
wanted,
winger
so he should
for
be
2
banging them in.
seasons.
Salah will play 90% of games anyway because he hardly ever gets injured. So that person there would have most likely. Let's be real. No. It's a big man thing. Salah, you know, Salah plays 90% of games.
No, but bro, we can't be. That's what we thought about Van Dijk, and we got fucked. We can't think
but
like
bro,
that, bro.
Van Dijk and Salah, two different. One come off the back of an ACL, bro.
No, I'm talking about before he got the injury. We always thought, oh, we'll be fine in defense because Van Dijk, and then that happened to Van Dijk, and then we were fucked. We can't just be like, Salah will be fine because if something happens, what do we do, bro? So what I'm saying is, we've always needed cover for Salah. This is like the Robertson situation from before we got Simicast, where because Robbo plays a lot, it didn't seem as big of an issue as it was, but it should have been addressed. And it took 2-3 years to address no cover at left back. Bro, we've done the same thing with Salah for the last 2 years. But you know what it was? We had Mane. So we could always just kind of be all right because Mane could go over there. Now Mane's gone, bro. We don't have cover for Salah if Salah doesn't play for a prolonged period of time for whatever the reason may be. And I'm not saying this is as big of a deal as the midfield. No, you're right on that. But bro, we've needed a right-sided backup player for 2 years. So that means we'll be going into the third season with no cover for Salah. It's negligence, bro.
Do you know
it's negligence. I'm sorry, but it just is, bro.
If you can get the cover, that's all well and good.
At least we had Minamino before.
No. That's all well and good. Priorities, in my opinion, because you can't do everything. You can't.
You actually can, bro, and that's why FSG keep on getting away with it.
But here's the thing, though. Let's just deal with realism. Have Liverpool ever gone through a transfer window where they cover all their issues? No.
And that's the problem.
And what do? We try and prioritize.
That's
we try and
problem,
prioritize, right?
bro. Why have we got to prioritize with Liverpool, Matt? Why have we got to prioritize? Bro, what you're saying isn't wrong, but what I'm saying is, why do we have to keep prioritizing, bro? We're Liverpool, bro. We should be moving like a team trying to overthrow City. Make sure we win that Champions League. We just had the second disappointment of under Klopp, and not have these holes that are always in the fucking team, bro. I get what you're saying. You're not saying anything wrong, but that's what the problem is, bro. FSG shouldn't be doing this priority thing, bro. It's not about priorities. It's about getting everything we need, bro. We're Liverpool.
No, but
we're Liverpool, bro.
You're basically saying what everyone would love to do. But
and that's what FSG should be doing, bro.
I've said this time ago. If we want to overthrow City, you can't just level with them and par with them. You have to take them out, yeah? We are trying to take them out. However, we don't have that expenditure, like you said, where we can, from what it looks like,
we actually do, bro.
No, but bro, here's the thing. Whether we do or don't, we don't see it. So I can only go by what I see. So there's no point in me going, man should just go and buy like 5 players and just cover everything. I would love to do that, bro. But I've also got to think, what would Liverpool most likely do? Or what do I think they can do? What I think they can do is...
That's besides the point, bro.
But bro, what I think...
That's like making excuses for them almost.
I'm not making excuses for them. How am I making excuses for them?
Because it's kind of like, look, bro, we should really just privatize this. We should do this. It's like, no, bro, if FSG mean business, they should be able to get us a right winger, a midfielder, a right back, and a striker in the same summer, bro. That is not a lot to ask for, you know.
What you're saying, though, you're asking for something that doesn't happen. So it's almost like it's almost like you just
I'm
want
saying
to revel.
FSG is time to change. That's what I'm saying.
No, but you're just going to revel in pain because nothing's going to change. These are the owners that we've had to accept for time, bro. Man,
why should I? But I'm not accepting it anymore, bro.
But you have accepted it, though.
No, I haven't. That's why I'm saying I'm not all right with it. Accepting it means that I'm like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. So it is what it is scenario. Not for me anyway.
Okay. What I'm saying is this, yeah. I find it kind of mad that, listen, everybody wants to improve. Bro, everybody in the chat would love 2 players for every position. Everybody would. Let's be real. But my whole point is this, yeah. For that to happen, we would have to do a Man City. And for us to do a Man City, I just haven't seen it. So there's no point me even going on about it because that's just me saying, I want Liverpool to do X, Y, and Z. No, they ain't going to do it. There's no point in doing that. What I can do is try and speculate in terms of how they work. How they work is they're willing to try and improve. I don't like it because it's going to leave holes. But I know that for me personally, we have to work on that midfield before the attack. It don't matter about how many attackers you are.
No,
if
that,
you're low,
I
if,
agree.
You get what
I
I'm trying to
agree
say?
with that. No, I agree with that. But bro, 4 players in one window is standard if you're a top club. So what I'm saying is there's no excuse for FSG to not do it. Right back, which they've done, a striker, which they've done, a right winger, which they're not even looking to do, and another midfield. Yeah, so you agree with me there, but we're not going to even do that, and that's what I'm saying, bro. It is actually a whatless way to go about like the situation if you don't actually address what you need to do.
All right, so what you're basically saying is, well, and again, because this goes back far back, bro, because do you know it's too long to even go into now.
It is, and I know we got the callers waiting. Apologies to all the callers
another time, because for me that goes back to why I was certain man, like I said on the show before. Why a certain man on 1 year left? We've left that too long. We've shot ourselves in the foot. That's what I'm trying to say. But there's no point going.
And let me ask you this as well, bro. But it's going to be rhetorical, so we can bring the people in. Why is Minamino leaving when he's right wing cover? What does the money do? What does the money do?
Because he wants to play. No, Minamino wants to play games.
All right, that's fair enough, babe. That's the case. No, but that's the case. So if Minamino is only going because he wants to play and he's asked to go and play, you replace him. You don't get somebody to cover him. So that's my point, bro. So the fact that we're not going to replace Minamino is reckless, bruv. It's actually reckless, bruv. At least Minamino was a great squad player who contributed heavily to the season. Letting him go makes no sense if you're not going to replace him.
I'm looking at it like this. Liverpool have lost 3 attackers, just as quantity. Mane, Origi, and Minamino. And it looks like they brought in 2 because Fabio Carvalho, people can talk about how he's going to be some continuous player or whatever, but I'm going on the basis of as things stand right now, he played 10 for Fulham. So therefore, he's an attacker. He's not a midfielder. So therefore, we've replaced 2 for the 3. So we're missing 1. Of course, that's not perfect. Of course, it's not.
I'd still say Carvalho should count as a midfielder because 10 is still midfield.
He's not a midfielder, bro. He's a 10.
Yeah, but 10 is still midfield. It's attacking midfield. It's still midfield. It's not a position in the front 3, is it? So therefore, for me, it's a midfielder.
No,
he replaces Ox for me.
If you're 10, you're part of the front 3. If you're not a midfielder, bro. 10.
No, you're not, bro. You're not part of the front 3 if you're a 10.
Bro, if you're the 10, you're most likely gonna make runs and run past the attacker. That's how Carvalho got his goals.
That doesn't mean you're a striker. That doesn't mean you're part of the front 3.
He's an bro. All right, let me ask you this then. What mold would you say he's in? Does he play like Odegaard where he's all link up, or does he look like he's gonna get involved in the attack and break lines if the target man's there?
Based on the way he plays for Fulham, it's kind of like a hybrid of the both, basically. It's like a hybrid of both, really.
Because I look at it as if you're the 10, you're gonna be breaking lines.
The only way no, but we don't play a 10, so he'll be an advanced 8 in our system. Like Coutinho was. Remember when Coutinho was in midfield and we had Salah, Mane, and Bobby, and he was playing behind? He was still coming and getting involved in the midfield, but he would break the lines and also. So it was like he was a hybrid of both. Coutinho still had defensive issues, remember, when he played that position.
Let me rephrase it. He was playing the 10 for Fulham, but his playing style was more reminiscent of a second striker because he was playing very close to the striker at times. Yes, he dropped deep to get the ball and went into midfield, but he was playing very close to the second striker. Him coming to Liverpool now, it does look like, and this is just by reports, by the way, he's going to be playing it in one of the front 3 positions. No one's spoken about attacking midfield yet. He might very well do that, but I just don't see it yet.
Well, if we play him in the front 3, it's even more weird because that's not where he plays. So that makes even less sense. So it's more shoehorning. But let's bring the people in because we could argue about this. But I'm sick of it, bro. Liverpool shouldn't be shoehorning.
I understand that.
Do you know what I mean? But Liverpool should have specific players for specific positions.
What it is like you're asking FSG to change what they haven't been doing.
Yeah, I am, bro. I am. I'm asking them to change, bro.
The whole fan base will. But is that going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen?
But I'm.
So why are we sitting there moaning? But there's no point in getting. You know what I'm saying? There's no point us getting upset about something that's not going to change.
There is. But anyway, let's move on.
Cool. John, what's going on, bro?
Big up.
Sorry, bro, you've been waiting a long time. That was about half an hour conversation. Way too long, bro.
No, I was enjoying that conversation.
Apologies.
So it was Drifty, you're 100% right.
Thank you, bro.
The owners need to get a grip. We've just lost Origi. We're losing Mane. That's 30 goals a season.
Yep.
Where's
And Minamino. Minamino's taking 11 goals with him as well.
Taki's going. There you go. There's, 41 goals. Ox going. There's probably another 5 to 8 goals.
Yeah.
Jones, I don't see him playing much this season. I see him going in loan. There's another 5 goals. What are we doing? Arsenal's moving about like big boys and we're standing like we fucking pussies.
That's that somewhere between 40 to 50 goals are leaving if you like think about it on like that kind of basic level. That is actually a lot. That's a lot.
How the fuck can Arsenal move like a big club? We make more money than them, but we spent less. It's not a disgrace. If we don't get another midfielder in and another attacker to cover Salah, would it be an argument to say that we'd struggle for top 4?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Sorry, John, just quickly. What was the question? Like, what did you actually want to ask, John? Sorry, apologies. What did you actually want to for us to discuss?
No, it don't even have to be a question, bro.
It could be a rant.
He's just making a statement, bro, and I agree with
it. Yeah.
40 to 50 goals is leaving the club, bro.
FSG need to start getting a grip with this club. They come in and say we want to win things, we want to challenge things. Well, if you want to challenge things, you want to win things, then spend the fucking money to do it. You can't win fuck all if you're not going to spend fuck all. We've just lost our best attacker. People might say that's Mo Salah, but I think it's Mane. Mane's probably our best attacker.
I agree with that.
But anyway, big up, guys. Respect, much love. Interesting.
Yeah.
Love, brother.
Big up, guys.
Yeah, big up as always, bro. Big up as always, man. I love the little rants from John always. Big up.
Cheers, man. Bye.
Big up, bro. All right, then. So, let's bring on the next caller. LFC 4 days. What's going on, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's good, G?
Yeah, what's good? Nah, you guys had a really good discussion. I can't lie. I have to be honest in it, yeah. I do agree with the FSG thing on both your sides in it, but I want to spin it a little bit, yeah. Now, for me, there's 2 ways I describe the whole FSG thing, right? Based on Man City. See if you have a boiler problem and you delay that thing, you delay repairing it. Maybe you do a little temp repair.
A little gorilla tape.
Yeah, like you put a little WD-40 gorilla tape. Okay, it works for that season, yeah. But that year. But the next year, now you've got to repair it because it's bust in it. It's bust up. Now imagine your seeding comes in or something. Some pigeons have ruined your seeding. Now you got 2 things you got to repair now. Now you've got to prioritize on one. Okay, maybe you do another gorilla thing on the roof. So you're now 3 years down, and all of a sudden your window gets bust in. Now you've got to pick between 2 or something. Efficiency-wise, I can see FSG want to be efficient with the money and everything, but it's inefficient to keep delaying to the point. You see, Man City, I know we're not Man City, but there's ways we can do things like the Simicast and movements. We can get certain players, yeah. See, Man City, they deal with what they're missing, which means the next season they might only need 1 or 2 players and they're done, innit? There's sometimes you got to put the money out when you're really far behind. We are really and truly 4 seasons behind now after that 2016 UCL thing. We are 4 seasons behind development. There has to be a time when you do say, all right, let's put some money down now and at least put it that the next year we only need 1 more player or 2 players. We have really actually gone too far back now. That's inefficient the way we're moving. Sometimes you've got to have a plan B. I do think Julian Ward is that plan B because the way he is moving, it does seem like he is now moving from the Michael Edwards thing. We will obviously, the season will tell us, but really and truly, I do feel maybe this might be their plan B. But also at the same time, you got to also say Klopp. You know, Taki, the reason Taki's leaving, it's not just on FSG. Klopp ain't been playing. Look at the finals. He could have put Taki on, or he could have put an Origi on.
Agreed.
He didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, but you know, it is what it is. If they were playing, we wouldn't have sold them. But you know, it's both sides. It can't be just on FSG. I do agree. It is actually Klopp and FSG. You gotta say in between. This is where we are. I'm not blaming Klopp. I'm not Klopp on it. I know he's the GOAT in it, but I have to say there have been things he's done with certain players. You know, if you're telling the club that you're happy with your midfielders, right, and then all of a sudden the players are seeing it, what are we supposed to do? You know, so it's part and parcel. But you know, yeah, we move though.
Bro, spitting hella facts,
Big
bro.
out yourself, bro.
Spitting
Big
hella
up,
Yeah,
facts.
in a bit, guys.
Yeah, bro.
In a
Big
bit.
up,
Love
bro.
for that,
Big
bro.
up. Bro, he's spitting hella facts, bro. I'm
He
telling
did
you,
spit
bro.
some facts. 100% he did.
It's
Right.
just, bro. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick
No,
of
I hear
it.
that. I hear that. I just think there's expectations. I think expectations.
Just answer me this, bro, because I know I don't want to go into it, but just check this just for a minute, yeah. Even though there's a price tag of 64 mil on Núñez that could rise or whatnot, we already found out we're only paying 11 mil of that per season across the 6 years of his contract, right? So if you just look at it on face value, this summer we paid 8 mil for Ramsey, 5 mil for Carvalho, and 11 mil for Núñez. Just on face value, that's how much
Are you
we
sure?
spent. Yeah,
I
that's how
haven't
much
heard that. I haven't heard that.
No, yeah, that's a fact, bro. We're spreading that 64 mil across all 6 seasons.
I
Yeah.
heard it was 64 up front.
No, bro. It's spread across the 6 years. So it's literally only like 10 whatever, 10.7 mil or whatever every season across the 6 seasons, bro. So if you actually deep it, yeah, Núñez, Ramsey, and Carvalho are roughly around 25 million spent this summer. Yeah, bro. Just hearing about that alone. Yeah, we're fucking Liverpool, bro. But there should never be a summer where Liverpool spend less than 100 million, unless all positions are covered and we're actually completely cool. We are a big club who should always be looking for the next big thing or the next guy to take us on or keep on improving. Liverpool should never spend 25 million in a summer where there are holes in the team. Come on, bro, man. That's above. Where's all this money going? I'm sorry, where's all the money going, bro? We're making record amounts of money.
I don't know.
And where the fuck does it go, bro? I'm just saying, bro, I'm not moaning for the sake of moaning. I'm just sick of this shit now. When I'm hearing we're not going to get a midfielder and we blatantly need one, when I'm hearing we're not going to get a right winger and we blatantly need one, when I'm seeing players leaving that need to be replaced and they won't be replaced, bro, there's no excuse for this shit no more. There's just not, bro. It's actually jarring, man. But yeah.
No, I hear that. All right, let's bring in the next caller. 1975 Jam Rock.
Yo, what up?
What's going on, bro?
Drifty. You drifting?
Let me start
nah,
the time.
bro, I'm not drifting nowhere, bro.
Yeah, you drifting hard. You drifting hard to the right. Weren't you the one that said that we should bin off with the cup games this upcoming season?
Yeah, because we're not going to have the squad for it.
No, well, but you said you should bin off for it anyway. So if we should bin off for it, where did Origi and Taki score most of their goals? Where did they play most of their games?
Yeah, in the league, in the cup games.
Okay.
That's why we got to bin it off, bro, because we're not going to have them anymore.
Is that why you said we should bin it off? Because we're not going to have them? Or are you saying we should bin it off because it's too taxing?
And I think 63 games, 2 seasons in a row is too much.
So if we should bin off the cup games, should we be including their output, seeing that that's where they played most of their games?
Yeah, because I still believe that them coming off the bench to do things.
How many games did they play in the Premier League?
No, but that's besides the point, bro. They still have some
it actually
important
is the
moments.
point, though.
No, because they still Taki filled in when AFCON was there. So did Ox. Origi came on and scored 1 or 2 important goals. You still got to have that variation, bro. There's going to be 5 subs next season.
Drifty.
You still need that variation.
Drifty. Barely. I looked it up. Barely. They play.
And that's on Klopp as well, by the way. I do believe Klopp should have played them players more.
Here's what I'm saying. So another reason why Taki is leaving is because he doesn't necessarily want to leave. Klopp just feels bad that he can't find time for him. So he surplus the requirements. So why are we going to replace someone who barely gets any game time with another player who's going to get barely playing time?
No, because if you buy somebody that Klopp trusts, he will get game time.
Who says Klopp
And
doesn't trust Taki?
Not only that, well, it's clearly obviously he doesn't trust him as much
No,
as he
it's
should.
not that.
It is, bro. Because there's certain players that he plays all the time. There's certain players, bro, he plays all the time.
Exactly. There's a reason.
So I think with the Taki thing, it is half trust as well.
No, I don't think it's trust at all. I genuinely believe Klopp, and I said it the other day, 5 forwards fully fit is what Klopp will ideally prefer to work. Everyone else is if somebody gets injured or if they run into the ground. And I said that the other day for that specific reason. When you play up front with Klopp, he's going to give you game time. His core players. Origi, Taki are surplus to requirements unless there's an AFCON in the middle of the season or people get injured. That is it.
All right, just let me ask you something quick before you go, Jammer, then. If it's not a trust thing with Klopp, which I also do put on Klopp as well, I agree, it's not just FSG, it is on Klopp. Why were players like Naby constantly played in rotation with Henderson? And why was Ibu constantly played in rotation with Matip, but players like Taki weren't played?
Because Taki and Origi are surplus to requirements. But remember, you still had Salah, Mane, right? You still had Firmino, which was off and on injured, 3. You had Jota, 4. They got Luis Diaz in January, 5. Taki and Origi were 6 and 7.
So you believe Klopp doesn't actually want those players then?
No, they're here. So if they're here, if you can find game time for them, you're going to play them. But what I'm saying is that fully fit, nobody injured, 5 players are probably 5 forwards are probably going to get game time playing for Liverpool in all the games. Because if you look at their minutes, if you look at their minutes,
I hear
but what are the chances that we have another season where players don't get injured as well? That's what you've always got to have. You've always got to have backup and contingency plans.
I want to say something before I bounce as well. To me, it seemed as if the goal coming into the season was to get a midfielder and a forward. That whole Tchouaméni deal took way longer. And they probably thought they had the runway to get him because Madrid wasn't in the equation. When Madrid came into the equation, that's where things went pear-shaped. So there is money there to get a midfielder. They probably have identified a midfielder that they want to get, but that midfielder is probably not available to them this year, or that midfielder is probably going to cost way more than what they think his valuation is. Because now the cat is out the bag. Everybody knows Liverpool has money now. Because you were willing to spend 60 million on Tchouaméni. So that player that used to be 40 million, that midfielder that used to be 40 million, he's now 50 or 60.
But bro, if that's the case, just do it. That's football now.
See, that's where
that's football now, man.
See, that's where
I would say you have to be smart though, because
of course you have to be smart.
You have to be smart. I get what you're saying, because you're saying, if you need to play that badly, you pay for him. We're not saying that. What I will say is though, I understand this, and this is what I was alluding to earlier in the show.
Yeah.
I'm not saying definitively Liverpool are not going to get a midfielder this summer, but what they can't do though is say and release to all the journalists, we're still looking around. Bro, like you said, we spent how much on Núñez, and we tried to go for Tchouaméni.
That's what I forgot.
We have to be careful how we roll.
Plus,
it's not 11 million installments. I don't know where that came from. It's actually, you're talking about amortization. It's 64 million up front.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not 64 up front. It's not.
Nope. Look it up. Look it up again.
I have looked it up. It's not 64 million up front. It's not.
Okay. All right.
It's not, bro.
I'll DM you.
And you know what? Even if it was 64 million up front.
No. You said it's not. You said it's 11 million.
No, it isn't. But the point I'm making, even if it was 64 million up front, bro, Liverpool should be spending 150 in this window. So I don't even care if it's
150 based on what though? Because you're assuming that
the fact that we should be spending the amount of money it takes to make us capable of winning.
You are assuming that Klopp's evaluation of the team is the same as yours.
No, but that's what we all do as fans.
But I know what I'm saying to you is that so in that essence you can say that they should, because maybe, just maybe, Klopp has a lot more faith in some of these players, which I disagree with, than we do.
Oh yeah, no, but then again, that's still a problem. So whatever the situation is, bro, there's a problem. But I'm not being honest. Anyone who disagrees,
some point in time we have to either accept Klopp and FSG for what they are versus what we want them to be.
look, that's fine. But all I want to know is if the people who disagree with me is completely fine. Everybody's allowed their own opinion. That's the whole beauty of football. But I don't want anybody who disagrees with me moaning if we get injuries, problems, or the squad isn't capable of competing next season. I don't want anybody moaning because everybody's like, don't say anything.
I blame them both
fine,
if that happens.
Whatever.
I blame them both if that happens. Because that's the calculated risk they took. It's just like what the whole thing with the four central defenders.
That's what I was saying.
It's clear. It's clear to me that fully fit, 3 of those center backs are going to get most of the game time, and the fourth one is just going to get games here and there.
And
it is clear.
Honestly, do believe that Klopp wouldn't get the players if the money was just always available.
Not that. Do you know what it is? I think what it is. This is how I see it. Yeah.
I believe he would.
No. It's, obviously, if Klopp was given a 200 million budget, of course he's gonna bring.
But Matt, there will be clear out.
Yeah.
If there's a 200, there will be clear out of some players that are there. If he's gonna get 200.
Yeah. 100%. He would do a whole refresh.
On repeated occasions, he's not gonna have players only there to play.
Bro,
if they only play when players are injured. He has said that on multiple occasions.
100% he has. But that goes to my original point when I was talking about the problem with Liverpool as a whole. We could talk about quantity as much as, like, I know you're saying, Driv, it's quality. Our midfield is lacking quality.
Agree.
Like 2 world-class midfielders is all we have to offer. And we are big by Liverpool.
Agree.
I'm worrying about that more than Salah's understudy, if I'm being honest. Like, bro, the midfield needs gut. I said this before.
Hey, man,
midfield needs gutting.
We ain't getting no Salah understudy. You think they're going to spend 50, 60 million on a player that's only going to play 15 games? It's not happening, Drifty.
We're not.
I can tell you, it's not happening.
I know it's not happening, and that's what the problem is.
Why would you spend 60 million? Wait, why would you spend 60 million on a player that's only going to play 15 games max?
Because we're Liverpool, bro, and you make sure the player coming in is good enough.
All right, guys. We have to.
We got to bring it in, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You buy what you want. When I'm hearing that Cucurella's going to cost City 50 million and he might not play, that's how you move if you want to be the best.
Shevchenko's leaving, isn't he not?
Sorry?
Isn't the Ukrainian guy that plays left back, isn't he leaving?
What, Zinchenko? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but that's besides the point, bro. They're going to be spending 50 million to bring in a player to be backup because that's how you do it.
All right.
You guys keep the chat moving, man.
Big up as always, bro.
Love as always, gentlemen. Love as always, brother.
Big up. There ain't a person in here that wouldn't take Rafinha or Anthony or Adeyemi or any of those guys and care how much we paid if he's in the squad.
But I think
that's how we should be moving,
but
bro.
Drift, realistically, and this is where I will side with you on this part. Realistically, if you said, I reckon we could, because apparently Man United are trying to get Anthony because of the Ten Hag team. But if we could get Anthony for, say, 30 mil, whatever, or between 30 and 40, you go for him. You know why? Salah hasn't signed that new deal. He could be learning under Salah this season. And if he does go, we think, do you know what? See that season he had? He's ready. That's where, when I said to you before, and you agreed with me, we've put ourselves in a bad position in the first place because we've had so many players 1 year left. It don't make no damn sense. If you've run your business well, you wouldn't have your best assets having 1 year left, and then you're scouring the globe to try and find what's the best solution. So
let me just ask you this quickly, and we'll bring in the next one. Don't even answer it. Just simmer on it. Liverpool aren't the type of team that will buy 2 big boys in one summer. That's why we know we're done now, innit? We got Nunes, and we know that's it, right? That's pretty much it. So let me just give you this to ponder. If Salah walks away for free next season, when we buy Bellingham, who the fuck replaces Salah, bro?
Let's not talk about that
because when we pay 70 mil for Bellingham, that's going to be the big signing, right?
I've got a sign for that. I've got a
so who the fuck replaces Salah?
We move.
Oh, and then okay, because then I want everybody who's telling me now that I'm asking for too much.
No, but no one's saying
what we do next year. When we only buy Bellingham and then we've got no Salah replacement. What are we going to do then? Jota will become a permanent right-sided winger.
No one is not saying that. But
based on me having to deal with reality, Bellingham will be the only big boy signing we make next summer, right? We only do one big sign in the summer. So who replaces Salah then?
If Liverpool are smart, and I say smart, this is a horrible conversation to have. I'm going to keep it $150. If Liverpool get no assurances for Mohamed Salah that he's going to re-sign, I genuinely feel like we might have to cash in. I'm just being honest. Because you can't go into next season, he leaves with a free, and we're gonna have more surgery. You're better off. Let me give an example. Just a quick example. Salah says to FSG, I'm not after this season. Listen, you guys tried. I love Liverpool, but I'm off. Liverpool as a business, and I say as a business, much as I love Salah, should really be thinking, he said he ain't gonna sign. We have to think here. Do you know what Liverpool should do if that's the case? Go and get Rafinha and Anthony. You got 2 players there. One of you, man, can take the crown or whatever. You go and get 2. But we shouldn't be in this position. That's my whole
we
point.
don't buy 2 big players. That's what everyone's telling me.
No,
We
but
don't
if you
do
sell,
things like that.
no. But that's because if you're not selling at the right price. What you're saying is true, because we wouldn't be selling, would we? We're losing on a free. What do we have to do this summer, bro? Which kind of coincides with what we're both saying. Mane for a spanner in the works. We had to react and go and get Núñez. Even though I think Liverpool had doubts about Mane, I don't know if they actually thought he was going to leave, because I think they were going to try and talk to him. A bit like Salah, he's got the year left and try and convince him. By him doing that, it changed everything. It's not an excuse. It's just what it is, isn't it? You can clearly see. Because I find it kind of weird that how can we go from Tchouaméni to Núñez? Like, where's the dots? I don't see no dots. Bro, all it is we wanted the midfielder. We thought Mane was gonna stay, and then when Mane said I'm out, we were like, oh shoot, we better change. We got to change something. That's what we had to do, and I don't like it, but I'm just telling you this is what happened.
I'm just saying, when we only sign Bellingham and there's no Salah replacement next summer, we'll see how people are all right with that, innit? But anyway, let's bring the next call in.
But hopefully Salah signs a new deal, so we won't even be there. But we move. Doggy, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, boys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good?
Bro. What's going on, bro?
Right, I'll try to keep it quick. Yes, I reckon we need midfielders bad. Last season, we kept relying on Thiago, and whenever he was in doubt, the fan base, including myself, would shit ourselves because we needed him for the big games. And also, World Cup's coming up. Injuries could happen. Then next year, AFCON again. Salah's, if he's missing, who's playing there? I've mentioned the quad a couple of times. I don't want to hear about the quad of the coming season. I reckon we've got to prioritize Premier League and the Champions League. I don't want Klopp's legacy, or part of his legacy, to be that we're in contention for a treble or a quad. Because looking at Real Madrid, they won their 14th Champions League. I have no idea when they won their 5th, their 6th. I don't know if they're in contention for anything else that year. At the end of the day, people only remember the winners. That's what I want. And last thing, do you boys think Salah's going to be a bit more greedy now that Núñez is here and he's got more competition? Because, to be honest, he's getting on my nerves. He keeps talking about the Ballon d'Or and everything, but if he's not scoring in big games, then all that stuff's pointless. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we'll chop that up now, bro. Big up, man.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Big up.
Yeah.
See ya.
No, big up, bro. Bless. Make sure you smash the like button, people.
Indeed. Like I said, we need midfielders.
Yeah. Well, we know that. Let's not go over that anymore. We've been
arguing
about that.
So I missed the second point. Did you catch the second one?
No, just saying that. Do we think that Salah might become a bit greedy with Núñez obviously being like an actual goal, like a striker? And is it going to be a bit detrimental because he keeps on talking about self?
I know that Ballon d'Or and all them things. I think.
Yeah. I must admit, it does annoy me a little bit. It does annoy me a little bit because I enjoy the hunger, but it does become a distraction sometimes, I think.
I think with Salah, I think sometimes he's just a bit too honest. That's all it is. I think a lot of these players think this, but he's just an honest person that says it. You see him in the interviews. He's not like, he doesn't sit there, look at the camera and go, I want Ballon d'Ors or my life isn't complete. He would just be like, no, I want to win a Ballon d'Or. I love Liverpool and hopefully one day they respect me around the what. Like, he's one of them players that I think he's a bit too honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with him saying it, but maybe, just take it down a little notch, because obviously look what happened in the Champions League when you said you wanted Real Madrid and all that grudge match stuff. But I think he's only saying what a lot of players are afraid to say. One thing I will respect about Salah is he puts his chest out there because he knows how good he is. But Cristiano Ronaldo would do the same thing, and Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to ever play the game, and even though, yes, people do have a go at how much he talks and stuff, but he backs it up for like 90% of his career, bro. Like, here's the thing. Like, when you're that good, obviously there has to be that balance of what you say and what you don't say. But I just think Salah probably is just a bit too honest, bro. Like, I don't think he's really going to do the whole, I don't know, like be selfish of Nunes if it means, he can't score. I just think if the team's winning and he's contributing in some way, I think he's happy. I think Salah's really annoyed is when the team wins and he just has nothing to do with it, because you kind of see that kind of like that despondent kind of like look, or like, I don't know, like even the celebrations is like the one little thing and he's kind of gone.
No, but bro,
what
I have an issue with that. I have a massive issue with that. And people are going to say, oh, it's the Salah thing. No, if it was any player, it's the reason I don't like Cristiano Ronaldo. It's nothing to do with the way he plays ball. He's an absolute baller. It's the personality that I dislike. So I have to keep the same energy. Bro, if the team wins and you never scored, so you're annoyed, bro, fuck off. I'm sorry, I don't want that shit, bro.
No, but that don't make no sense.
I do not want anybody in our team who is annoyed that they never scored when the team wins.
So he can't be annoyed he didn't score.
No. You can be a little bit disappointed in terms of, man, it would have been good to go on the team sheet.
No. But no one says
you are actually annoyed you never scored, but we won the game. Bro, I'm sorry, man. That's when you're starting to do the Ronaldo thing where
he's not doing the Ronaldo, bro. He's not doing the Ronaldo thing. And if anything,
no, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that type of attitude. I don't want that at Liverpool, bro.
Salah. Let me say it again. Did Salah look? In fact, I'll say this, and maybe for different reasons. Throughout most of the season, Mane was the one that looked the most unhappy than Salah whenever he scored a goal. Mane wasn't even celebrating the goals. Salah celebrated every goal. When people were scoring, Salah was celebrating. What I am saying is this, though. When he doesn't score, he's disappointed. He's a striker. He feels like in his brain, I should be scoring to help. He's not like, I'm mad. But, bro, you're painting a picture.
Well, you just said that you could see in the celebrations he weren't even happy. I'm saying if you're noticing stuff like that, I don't like that stuff.
Bro, all right, let me rephrase it. He's probably a bit disappointed that he wasn't involved. Bro, he's a striker, yeah? It's his job to score or create. He wants to help. If you're not helping, look at Oxlade-Chamberlain. Everyone wants to go mad at Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain plays for Liverpool. They pay his wages. So why shouldn't we be happy then? Why are we annoyed at him because he wasn't celebrating and rare-tete and throwing sour face? You know why? Because he done that whole kind of like, I don't care kind of thing. And that's different.
Yeah, he made it about him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But Salah, but Salah don't do that. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
No, but the way you just said it, you said you...
No, but I corrected myself.
I'm just going off of when you said you could see he was
annoyed. But then I corrected
myself.
myself though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, fair enough. I was just talking about that.
Fair enough. But
I don't want to see nobody annoyed when the team's won because they didn't score. I'm sorry, I don't want to see that.
He's disappointed. Ronaldo's different. I see Ronaldo like.
Yeah, Ronaldo's totally different. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're different characters. But anyway, last two callers. Curtis, what's going on, bro?
It's all good, man. Happy Friday. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's good, man? It's been a while still. What's going on?
Yeah, I can't call it, man. I can't call it. Let me just put it that way. But first question, Matt, you said at the beginning that you expect Darwin Núñez to hit the ground running, right?
No, I said he needs to hit the ground running.
He needs to hit the ground running. Okay, so I come from like the school of thought that's he's entitled to a grace period. To be honest, my expectations are going to be saddled on Jota, of course, Mo Salah, and Diaz. So my question to you is, even just going back to Darwin Núñez, what are your expectations? How many goals in the Premier League season? How many goals in all competitions? And then do that for even Jota and even Diaz. I think we all expect, Mo to hit his 20 to 30 goals. Drifty, feel free to kind of hop in there. Then the last question, just altogether for you two, I would have loved to get Cal's thoughts as well. When we think about the 100 players that shook the Kop. Like, we have a legend that's leaving us in Sadio Mane. We got to give him his flowers. Where does he land for you guys? It can be a specific number. It can be a range. Top 5, top 10, top 15, doesn't matter. So those are my two questions for you guys. Feel free to chop it up, but wish you guys have a happy Friday, great weekend, and just stay blessed, all right?
Yeah,
stay blessed.
Matt, do you remember the first question? Yeah, because I remember.
You got it. You're talking about the expectations. I got that.
Yeah. Big up, bro. Some good questions, man. Big up.
Appreciate it, bro. All right. So the first question is, I'll ask you first. What's your expectations for Núñez?
Now, here's the thing.
And is he allowed? In your opinion, in fact, let me start with this. Firstly, is he allowed a grace period in your opinion? Yes,
100%.
Is he allowed a grace period?
Yeah. Any young player coming from a foreign league should be allowed a grace period. 100%.
Right.
Here's the issue, bro. Because he's replacing Mane, I can't lie, he's not allowed one this time. It's fucked up, but he's not allowed one this time. He has to get
exactly
15 to 20 goals in all comps this season. Otherwise, Mane is going to be an even bigger miss than we already think he will be.
Of course,
Mane's taking 20 plus goals every season with him, and that's a fact. Every single season, Mane's got 20 plus goals in all comps. That's just a fact. So Nunes replacing him, unfortunately, has to do the same. Otherwise, but here's the caveat. Diaz hopefully can chip in with goals more than he did last year. I think Diaz got 5 goals last year, which only came in January. That's not even a big deal. Hopefully Diaz can get into the double figures. That may take some of that pressure off Nunes. But if Diaz doesn't, Nunes has to literally get 15 to 20 goals in all comps to replace Mane. And if he doesn't, bro, all that pressure goes back on Mo, who I think a lot of people aren't understanding as well. If Mo's in his last year of his contract, he ain't going to be playing as ham as he usually does, you know. No player that's thinking about preserving himself for the big contract he's going to get wherever he's going is going to put 100% in, because you've got to worry about things like injuries and all that stuff. When you haven't got a contract securing you as a player, in the back of your mind, it does play, you know what I mean? It does play on your mind, especially if you're 30. If you're in your 20s, maybe not so much, but if you're 30, it's going to play in your mind. So we're not going to get Mo Salah playing as hard as he normally does, you know? So, I mean, if he does, all credit to him. All credit to him if he does. Like, I can't lie. And the type of player he is, I'm hoping he does, because Mo is professional. But, bro, he's going to be thinking about that big deal, wherever he's going, that contract, whatever. So he might not run as hard. He might not play as hard. He might not do all those other things. So, bro, unless Nunes hits the ground running, we're kind of fucked. So,
all right, cool. Let me go next. All right, so
fuck for goals, by the way. I mean,
yeah, I'll answer the next question. I think Nunes needs to get 20 in all comps. Needs to. Will he do that? I hope he does. He has to. Like, he genuinely just has to. People want to say grace period. I fully understand that. Man City will not give us that grace period. People need to understand this is the team that we're up against, right? I don't want to hear no one in the chat saying about grace period, because you're the same people that will have a go when we drop points. We can't drop points. We need to start with like a house on fire. Do you know what I mean? Man has to contribute straight away. You're replacing a legend. I understand I will give him that kind of grace period, but what I'm saying is just bang 20. I don't want it to be November and you've got 3 goals, bro. I just don't. I've just got to keep it $150. You need to come in and hit the ground running as quick as you can. A bit like Diaz, but just goals. I don't care if they don't look good. Just score goals. Jota, I'm expecting to hit 20 again in all comps, at least. Diaz needs to, and I say he needs to hit about 15 in all comps. Salah, I think, should be able to hit 25 in all comps. I know I understand your point about him not going ham, but he's got to get at least 25. If we do that, so that's 20. Remember,
I'm not saying he won't go ham. I'm saying there's a
possibility.
There's a risk that he might not go as hard because he's got to think about his future. So
every man needs to hit around, and this is a big ask, by the way. Every man needs to hit around, like, for example, Diaz needs to hit about 15. Nunes can probably hit about between 18 and 20. Salah needs to hit about between 20 and 25. Jota can hit about between 18 and 23. If those players all hit their targets, I think we're cooking. But again, it's like you're asking for a lot, because you're asking every single player to get into double figures. And not only that, everyone to kind of go on a run, because it's very rare that more than one player go on a run where, like, do you know what I mean? So it's kind of mad still. Last question is, the 100 players that shook the Kop, where would you rank Mane? I can't give him a definitive position, Drift. So where would you rank him in between, like if I said 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30,
well, if we're gonna say shook the Kop, then for that one specific kind of thing, then what they've won will come into it, won't it? Usually I wouldn't put trophies into an individual assessment. But in the concept
everything.
of,
So you can do everything. You can.
No, but that's what I mean. In the kind of concept of shook the Kop, what you won is also involved in your legacy in that argument, right? So Mane's got to go in the top 10 to 15
for the 100 players that shook the Kop.
He's the best left winger in Premier League history for a fact. So in the last 30 years alone, he's the best left winger. So
I think Mane might be. I think Mane, believe it or not, I think Mane gets into the top 10. In my humble opinion.
Yeah, top 10, top 15. It's
even if he's 10,
obviously we'll have to go through it.
Even if he's just outside. Mane, put it like this. Mane is no lower than 20. I think Mane might be like 10, 12. He around.
Yeah, and it all depends whether you're willing to be able to take nostalgia out of it. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's a lot of players in our team. There's a lot of players in our team that are, bro, it's that would have to be like, we'd have to like actually think about that one. But yeah, after John Barnes, he's probably the best left winger in Liverpool history. I think John Barnes is officially the best left winger Liverpool have ever had.
Oh, you know, I was gonna say, I think there's not an argument still. I'm just being honest. I think there's an argument. I think.
What you mean that Mane could go above Barnes?
Bro, there is an argument.
Oh, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Maybe for the longevity of the position, but like, I don't know about that, bro.
Mane,
I don't know about that.
It's because when you speak about a legend, people are always going to do that whole, no, you're
nostalgia,
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you from now, they're different players for starters because John Barnes didn't play in a 4-3-3, right? So it's hard to compare. But if we're talking about impact and devastation, remember,
that's what Barnes had, though, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
And let me throw this out there for the people that seem to forget about Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane changed the way how Liverpool played when we signed him. When we was playing with Coutinho, Firmino, and Alana in the front three. Sadio Mane came onto that right side and changed the whole of Klopp's landscape. The rest is history. Man's won every single trophy. Man's won AFCON. Man has done everything. Everything.
No, but yes, but I wouldn't say Mane's better than Barnes.
I'm just saying there's a conversation to be had.
Pete Barnes, bro.
Bro, telling you,
Pete John Barnes was disgusting, bro. Like, Pete John Barnes is probably top 5 all-time Liverpool player, full stop. Like, not even just left wing, bro.
John Barnes is sick. I'm not saying he's better than Barnes, but there's a conversation.
I understand there's a conversation.
To be had, bro.
I still think Barnes wins that conversation, but yeah. Because Barnes reinvented himself, and it's a tough one. But I get what you mean. Nostalgia will come into it because you got people like Kevin Keegan and all those other guys who are absolute ballers for Liverpool. But then you think about how long they were there, and then you think, is there other players who should take their place? Because are we being nostalgic? But you remember how good he was, and you're like, no, Kevin Keegan's got to be in the top 10, sure. So it's very hard to do that thing where you go and get the old school man, and you bring the Highway, 100%. Souness, all the old school. You got them. It's very difficult to do the old school thing. Hansen, and it's hard. It's hard. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard.
The thing is, it's hard to talk about because Sadio Mane hasn't officially left, and he's still in our minds. And it's one of those things when you look back and then you look at the catalogue of both of them. That's when you can have that conversation, and that's when I say it's not as clear and dry as what people think. Because obviously, you first just think Barnes. You just Barnes kills him, bro. When you go back and watch the tapes, I'm telling you from now, there's an argument. This
is the reason why a lot of the time we just say Prem, because going 30 years back is probably far enough, innit? You know, going past that, it starts to get very techie, very difficult. We didn't watch those games as much, and rare, like. But you talk to people like, yo, Hansen's the best centre back that's ever played for Liverpool. You know what I mean? Clemens is the best goalkeeper that's ever played. And you like, you know, and it's hard to make the argument because you're like, right, man was in goal with no gloves in that. Bro.
With the black gloves they used to wear to school.
Yeah, bro. And you know how hard the ball was back then. Yeah, bro. I'm not. But then again, you're thinking, man, like Kenny was playing with these flyaway balls, he's probably packing an extra 20. It's difficult, innit? it's difficult, bro.
It's mad. All right, then let's move on to the last caller, and then we will read out the supers, people. Don't worry, I've got the super chats saved up. Let's bring the last caller. Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's good, you man? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's good?
What's going on, bro? Your time starts now, brother.
Yeah, so I just had like a couple questions. So it's more around the formation. So I know everyone's saying we're gonna turn to like 4-2-3-1, but I was thinking about it. In the 10, Firmino, I don't think can do the 38 game thing anymore. And Carvalho, Elliott, Jones, they're a bit too young, and we're kind of trying to chase City. So it's like if we're not gonna get any more midfielders or any more attackers, it's kind of like where are the extra goals gonna come from now Mane is gone? So like I was kind of thinking about that. So chopping that side of it up. And the second question was kind of like the 5 subs thing. So if we do go to 4-2-3-1, let's say we play Firmino in the 10. When I think about it, our only logical option if we want to change the game up and win a game is Jota. And the rest are like midfielders who we have about 8 of them. And most times they're not, like Klopp likes to bring on Milner to shore up games, or even when we're trying to win games, he's bringing on Milner. And I'm just thinking to myself, with the squad the way it is, we're more midfield heavy. So to go to 4-2-3-1 kind of narrows our options in terms of like moving forward and scoring goals. Like all the pressures on Nunes. I'm kind of thinking to myself as well that Diaz hopefully can have that Suarez moment where Suarez was scoring like 15 to 20 goals, and then that next season he just went up to 30. So like we kind of need someone to step it up and take Mane's place as well. So I was kind of like leaving that with you guys to chop it up.
Cool. Matt, you still there? I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure you got them written down so we don't forget them, bro.
Yeah.
You got the questions written down, yeah?
Yeah, the last one I got was the Jota's only game changer. That was the last question, isn't it?
Yeah. It was more around the 5 subs as well. Like
the 5 subs. Yeah.
If we're gonna make 5 subs, if let's say we're drawing a game like we were last season, we drew a lot of games. Who are we bringing on to change it? Because Origi and Mane were the game changers in them moments. But who else have we got for keeping the same squad?
Yeah. It's gonna get into another argument, but big up, bro.
big up you, man. Good show.
Yeah, no, love, bro. Big up yourself.
love.
Big up you. Big up.
All right, so first question is regarding Firmino and the 10. Do you think Firmino? I agree with him. Like basically, Firmino can't play 38 games as the 10. It would have to be. He can play maybe half of the games, but the durability. I agree with him. It is a bit of a worry that Firmino, the way he's playing, can't do that anymore. I'm guessing you agree there, innit?
Yeah. It's I've been doing a lot of thinking about Liverpool. It's why I did that. Why I did the Naby video, bro. And the Bobby situation is very uncomfortable. I love the guy, man. I don't want him to leave. But Matt, I don't see a place in this team for Bobby. I know he's very impactful off the bench. Do you think Bobby would be willing to play 15 games a season? Because that's all I see Bobby being.
He's got a year left, bro. Do you know what? Again,
that's all I see Bobby doing, bro. Is being.
He ain't got a choice.
No, but what I mean is we've got to make him feel wanted, and we can't be disrespectful to one of our biggest legends. Bobby Firmino is in the Mane bracket for legacy. Let's not get it twisted. I think people are very forgetful because he hasn't played well for the last 12 months or so, or he's had a bad time recently. Firmino goes in that legacy bracket with Mane and Salah and Van Dijk and all those boys. And I don't want anybody to ever forget that. Do you know what I mean? Again, the recency bias does always play on people's minds. It's natural. I'm not blaming anyone, but it plays on people's minds. But people forget because he had been sourcing it up recently. So I don't want him to be disrespected, Matt, if you get what I mean. I don't want Bobby to end up being disrespected at all. But, bro, when I really sat down and I deeped it, though, I thought, fucking hell, Bobby continues to be the way he's been for the last 12 months or so, or 18 months. other than that brilliant spell he had before he got that hamstring injury, other than being the impact sub, where does he fit in? It's a very uncomfortable conversation that I don't know. Do you know what I mean, brother? It's a very uncomfortable conversation, bro. I don't know. The Bobby situation, I hope he just proves everyone wrong and he can get over his injuries and he can be fit. Because if Bobby's fit, I don't really think it'll be that big of an issue because he'll start to like get his confidence back, he'll start playing, he'll get his rhythm back. But if he's going to keep being in and out of the team through injuries as well, like he was this season, because funny enough, bro, he was kind of the only injury-prone player this season, which is weird because he's one of our most robust players in the whole Klopp era.
But bro, it's mileage, isn't it? I did say, I think I said it 2 years ago. One day, just his body's just gonna be like, you can't do that.
He was the hardest runner in the team with Robertson, in my opinion. I think him and Robertson have ran the most for Klopp.
You can't do them hard yards anymore. Like nobody can. Like your body won't be able to keep up those demands.
He's still a game changer off the bench, though. But it is an uncomfortable conversation. And again, 1 year left. Is he going to go as Ham, knowing he's only got 1 year left? Should we be giving him an extension? Bro, the Bobby situation is uncomfortable. We're going to have to chop that up at some point, bro. The Bobby situation is uncomfortable, bro.
Indeed. The last question is, it's the game-changing one. So the 5 sub thing. A said, obviously, it seems like only really Jota can change the game. Now,
I want Jambo to answer this question.
No, but this is one thing I will say. We don't know how good Carvalho is going to be. We don't know yet. And I don't think Carvalho will start. So let's just say for an attacking point of view, Carvalho can maybe change the game. Jota can maybe change the game. Obviously,
right, should we make this easier quickly then, bro? Especially with it being the last call, so we can just chop this up for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Let's do the starting lineup and then let's figure out who's going to be on the bench. So if you agree with me or disagree with me, tell me. And
that's easy. We already know.
Alisson, Trent, Ibu, Van Dijk.
No, he's talking attackers. Forget that.
No, but I'm saying I'm just going to go through the team and then we can figure out who's on the bench. Okay. So Alisson, Trent, Ibu, Van Dijk, Robertson. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Thiago, Flacco, Naby.
Yeah.
Diaz, Nunes, Salah.
Yep.
So that would mean on the bench would be Kelleher, Tsimikas, Matip, Gomez, Ramsey,
Henderson, Milner,
Jones,
Elliot,
Carvalho, Elliot, Jota, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's everyone, right?
That's everyone, yeah.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
So out of Kelleher, Gomez, Matip, Tsimikas, Henderson, Carvalho, Elliot, Jones, Jota, Bobby, Ramsey, Milner. Who of those players is a game changer?
No, but here's the thing. It's about midfield and attack because he was focusing on the attack here.
Carvalho, Elliot, Bobby, Jota,
and Firmino.
So out of those 5, who's the game changer then out of those 5?
Jota's obviously definitely a game changer. He's the only bona fide one. We say bona fide.
If he's fully fit, Bobby is a game changer as well.
Yeah, so that's 2. The other 2 are up in the air. And that's Fabio Carvalho, because we don't know what he's going to be. Can't put no pressure on him. Yeah, and the other one is
Elliot, which again, he's very young, wet around the ears.
So from an attacking point, I say we got 4 options, but only really 2 are kind of certified because they're experienced players. The other 2 are young. It's a change in mentality because
I actually think Tsimikas is a game changer as well. But
yeah, I'm talking about I think it's just a change because what it is that those 2 young players I just mentioned would have been Minamino and Origi, and those are more experienced players. Remember, one's 26, the other one, I think Minamino's like 27 now, or maybe even 28. I think it's a change. I think what it is it's a gamble, that Liverpool are willing to take. It's a gamble that maybe they didn't want to do, but they had to do. And that maybe a little bit alludes to kind of Jamrot's point in the sense of it's what it is it's hard. Even though I don't agree with it, it's hard to keep players that don't really play. You see Minamino and Origi, everyone, if they could, would most likely keep them, knowing that they're going to be fifth or whatever choice, and play those cup games. We would all be cool with that, and not only that, we'd be cool with them coming on into the Prem if things aren't working. The problem is it's hard to keep hold of them when they have that minimal success and they think, I want more. Origi and Minamino want more. So therefore, you kind of have to go back to youth. Origi started off as a youth player, but obviously gained experience. Minamino a little bit different. It would have been hard, maybe. I don't know how hard it would have been to buy an experienced player with that same kind of quality, like that experience to just come off the bench and know that you're not going to be first choice. It's better to kind of do, and I say maybe, get the youngster and say, you're going to learn your trade and eventually take over. But again, that youngster might get sick and tired. That's a hard one.
Bro.
When you're not a starter, Jota's probably the only one. Because Jota is in a weird position.
By the end of this season, Jota might get pissed off. Let's not get twisted. We might have to have a Jota conversation next summer if he starts to get the same treatment he got this year.
Yeah,
because if you look at how well he's done since he came into the team, he can feel hard done by of how when Diaz came in, he kind of got shafted. Like you can't. About he must be thinking, right, I balled out in January when these man there went AFCON. I got us into that final of the League Cup, and then I just got benched. Like, he's actually legit got a reason to be pissed off. So we've even got to be careful about Jota. And this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, where it's not that I'm not seeing where you lot are coming from, but I'm needing you lot to see where I'm coming from in terms of us needing these options and needing these players. Because I'm going to be honest, bro, that wasn't enough game changers on the bench, bro. Because really, midfielders should also be game changers. And we have not got any midfield game changers on the bench either. So do you get what I'm coming from, Bob? This is where the problem is. And let's go back to the fact that Jamrot tried to make the point, Klopp doesn't want to play these guys. So that's why they're going, and that's why there's no point bringing in replacements. But if that is the case, bro, as I pointed out, which I think Jamrot kind of skated around, he does trust Ibu, though. So he did rotate. So what the problem is, he doesn't trust the players. So even if we like them, Klopp doesn't. So shouldn't the issue be Klopp gets backup players he does trust? Regardless of what the situation is, he should get backup players he does trust. Because he trusts Jota and he trusts Ibu. So those players get rotated. Nobody else, he rotates. Therefore, the whole point, bro, I'm making is you bring in players that he does trust. Because do you think if Rafinha was on the bench, he wouldn't rotate Salah? Of course he would. But he didn't for Taki. Maybe that means he didn't think Taki was good enough. Because if it was Rafinha, he would have been rotating, bro. 110%. Nobody's telling me if Rafinha was on our bench, he's not rotating. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So the point I'm making is regardless of whatever way you want to look at it, we fucking need players. I don't care what the spin is. I don't care whatever it is. If it's Klopp, if it's this, if it's that, whatever it is.
No one's saying that.
We need players, bro. And they need to be people he trusts. So he does what he did with Ibu, and he does what he does with Jota, and he puts them in and rotates because we've got 5 subs, and it's going to be a long-ass season. There's a World Cup in this season, bro.
The problem is, and I said the problem, I don't agree with. So when people keep saying, "Oh, Matt, this isn't what I want," this is just the problem. The problem is that the players that Klopp maybe would want in every position, he probably can't get for various reasons. Yeah. So sometimes you're going to get stuck with players who you didn't even think that were that good, but they turned out to be pretty decent. I think Taki's one of them personally. I don't think Klopp at the start trusted him, but Taki turned out to be an option for him. Like in the end, he turned out to be an option. And Taki getting that game time that he wants and craves now, it's hard for Klopp then to turn around and say, fam, I need you to stay when I hardly played you. That's the problem. So yeah, you are right. It is a case of, we would love to all get Rafinha's and whoever and Anthony's to back up the players that aren't there, bro. No one's not saying that. No one is saying that. No one's not saying that. We would want
and I'm sticking it on Klopp as well. If you lot are right and it is Klopp,
100.
We've got to stick it on him as well. I adore the man, but we got to stick it on him as well, bro.
There's many quotes when Klopp has said like, I don't want a big squad. I want X, Y, and Z. Bro, he does come on and do stuff like that. He does say stuff like that. That's what I've kind of said. You see when people do the whole like, again, like not to be rude, like trusting Klopp. I said it earlier on today. You're trusting Klopp here, but to a certain degree, though. It can't just be like, man, just trusting Klopp, so it don't matter what happens. I just trust him. It can't be like that. Because he's a human being, I said he makes mistakes. And that's when I even said to Kaz Netawami, even though I disagreed with him, I did say, yes, Klopp does make mistakes. He's a human being. Of course
I missed Neto. Was Neto on today? I must have missed that.
Yeah, but like I didn't agree with what he said, but I understand where he was coming from. So, to be honest, I think there's a bit of blame with Klopp, just like how there is at FSG. And I do think sometimes people do the FSG out, but don't really look at sometimes what Klopp is doing. And that's some basic stuff. It's like, should he have started Tsimikas over Robbo in the final? Do you know what I mean? It's things like that. Because then we might have a conversation next season where it's like Tsimikas wants to leave because he was underused again because Robertson's his favourite. So there are things like that where we can't not criticise Klopp for 100%.
That one's always going to baffle me because Tsimikas has proved to be more than adequate at being able to replace Robbo. So that one will always confuse me why he doesn't play Tsimikas more. That really does confuse me. I don't know what's going on there. But
yeah. All right, let's read out the supers before we go.
Big up, everyone. Smash the like button, people.
Big up. UK Beat says, what do you guys think about the 5 sub rule? Squad rotation is going to be used more, and Man City have got 5 borders to bring off the bench each game. We touched on that, and I fully agree. We are lacking quality. We are lacking quality. I'll say it again. The uncomfortable conversation. Midfield is lacking quality. 2 world-class players in it. Don't get me wrong. I kind of agree with what you're saying in terms of, yeah, everyone would love a Rafinha, but the midfield is lacking. We've got like 8 midfielders and only 2 are world-class. Yeah, something's got to give. Big up TG Rocks. He's a member of the channel. Big up yourself, new member.
You got a drifty rank coming tomorrow, bro.
Mr. Tibbs 9 says, oh, sorry, you become members well, brother.
Big up.
Love as always, brother. UK Bit says, yo, Drifty, my G, how are you dealing with the heat?
I'm all right, bro. How are you dealing with the heat, bro?
It's a hot day.
I've got the fan on still.
It's a hot day today. Monkey King says, was that the Arsenal game where Mane scored his debut goal? He'll be missed. One of my favorite players. Wish him all the best in his next journey. All right, that goal there.
Could that be Mane's best ever goal? The first ever goal he scored?
Best debut goal in the Premier League.
It's between that and the Bayern Munich goal, isn't it? Which is Mane's best ever goal.
No, for a debut in the Premier League, I think it's the best debut goal
ever. Oh yeah, facts. No, but I'm saying it's that goal and the Bayern Munich goal. That's Mane's best ever goal for Liverpool. I think, innit? It's one of those two, I reckon.
Do you know what it is? The Bayern Munich one, because it's hard against harder opposition.
The Bayern Munich one was disgusting.
Man just gave them the hips, and that was it. The rest was history.
The Bayern Munich goal was disgusting, and the chip was with his weak foot. You know.
I know. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Mane's left foot is.
Do you remember the left-footed no backlift shot against Man City when we beat them 4-3 at Anfield? Bro, that goal was underrated. You know.
Well, of course it is. Man just stood there and just packed it like it was his strong foot.
Do you remember the left foot finish against Everton? When we broke and he did the shimmy, passed it to Trent. Trent broke down the left side. He made the run. Trent passed it inside. Left foot finish.
I'm trying to remember. Samax Legends, big at itself, says Spurs spending more than LFC this summer. Very sad. Yeah. How much is that? Yes, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna lie. The Spurs been doing some weird deals.
Do you know what? That goes to remind me as well. Big up Sam for reminding me. When you and Jamrock was talking about the whole thing about the money with Shermelly and that, bro. Everybody knows it's become public knowledge how much Tottenham have got. It's not stopping them spending. Nobody's ripping them off. They've got Basuma for 25 mil, and everybody knows they've got money.
You know, I think Basuma. I think anybody could have. To be fair, I think anybody could have got Basuma because I think he wanted to leave, and I think the contract. I think he had a year left.
Yeah, he only had a year left, but for the quality of the player, though, bro. If they know Tottenham's got money, 100%. Tottenham still got him for a bargain, bro. With 1 year left.
No, they did. But one thing I will say is, even though Tottenham are making great deals because they are making great deals. I think if we go for a deal, it's going to be a blockbuster deal. And here's the thing, and you probably agree with me.
Wait,
anyone
do
on
you
top?
not think Basuma will be blockbuster?
No, but what I mean is, it's not blockbuster like price tag, hype, everything. And because he's got something over him, I feel like that was never going to be a blockbuster deal for whoever signed him. If that makes sense.
Maybe.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even the
Yeah,
Nunes
yeah.
thing, to a
I
degree,
know
is
he's
a
got that thing
blockbuster
hanging
deal.
over him. I do get that, but
And even the Perisic one wasn't a blockbuster. Remember, I'm not criticizing these signings. I'm just saying they're not blockbuster to the point where the club is worrying too much about fee. I think they always know that they can get these players at a certain price. Whereas I think us is different. If we are going for the upper echelon of player.
I heard you lot talking about Eriksen as well. That's an absolute no-brainer, by the way.
I mean, look, do you know what I mean? I'm a bit unsure because I'm worried about his physical state. That's
Nah,
the
bro,
reason why.
he's fine, man. He's fine.
That's the reason
And
why.
you know what? You just put a clause in there that says he'll only get half the wages if he has some kind of health condition or something.
No, but you can't do that after what man been through, bro. You can't.
Bro,
do that, bro.
Eriksen in our team, in that midfield, would add the creativity, bro. That if Thiago's not playing, would still...
I
for
just
free,
worry,
bro. Eriksen for free is a no-brainer.
I think he wants a big contract.
Do you remember when I said to you like 2 years ago we should have took him off of Inter Milan and everyone kind of laughed at me? Do you remember when I said to you like Inter Milan don't want Eriksen, we should go get him?
He wants a big contract, bro. You're gonna give Eriksen a 3-4 year deal?
I'd give Eriksen a 3-year deal. Why not? Yeah, bro. Why not? He's free, bro. What, 130, 140 a week? Why not, bro?
Do you know why that? We're doing that because he's free. You just said for however long we was talking for, we're big bad Liverpool. Let's not go for freebies then. You're telling me we can't get...
No, but he's a high quality freebie. All right, so you're telling me you wouldn't replace Ox with Eriksen and then go and get a blockbuster midfielder to replace Naby and have both?
Bro, my whole point is this. We've been sitting there arguing.
Eriksen's a game changer off the bench, right?
Bro, we want the best. That's all I'm saying.
Eriksen will be the best you could get off the bench.
No, but we want better. We're going for... Do you know why, Jim? If he costs 20 mil, would you still want Eriksen?
Yeah, I'd take him for 20 mil.
Would you?
Yeah, bro. But Eriksen's quality, you know.
No, it's quite...
To be a game changer off the bench, bro, and play if Thiago's not playing, to still be able to dictate and play that same type of football. Bro, do you know how quality he would be as a backup to Thiago? Bro,
you know what it is? It's not about his quality. I don't know. It's hard to explain. After what happened with him and the intense football that we play, I don't know whether he would be able to last that. And it's not a disrespect thing. It's just the intensity that we play at, bro.
He could play 20 games a season easy.
All right. But remember,
he could play 20 games a season.
But
easy.
Again, the reason we're looking at that, bro, is because he's free. Do you know one of them ones?
I think sometimes you take an opportunity when it arises, isn't it, bro?
But you're
fucking hell, I might even take Pogba because he's free.
No, see, we need to go with what fits. Even though he's a quality, I still think he's got.
I'd replace Ox with Pogba. Can't lie.
But who wouldn't? Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
But if he wasn't free, I wouldn't. That's the point I'm making. When you're free, sometimes it changes things, isn't it?
I hear that. I just think Pogba at least a bit different because Pogba has no worries about his fitness, and it's not disrespect to Eriksen by that.
Pogba doesn't suit our style, but I think he'd be more effective than Ox. So.
LFC 786 says, us LFC fans just have to accept Klopp and FC aren't ruthless winning machines like Pep and City owners. It makes things easier. There's no excuse to neglect the engine room again. No Prem again.
Mate, that might be an uncomfortable truth.
It just might be. I can't lie. Graham Oakes has become a member. Big up yourself, Graham. Pimper Distress says, only excuse I can maybe think of for not buying a CM is that Klopp only has 2 positions to fill, 4-2-3-1. Pimp, you know it's always love, but I still think if Klopp was being ruthless like the person just said a minute ago, I'll say it and I'll say it again, James Milner should not have been signed up to a new contract. These are the things that I think we might come back to bite us back in the ass. I could be wrong.
You say that, bro, but Pep kept Fernandinho around till he was 37.
But Fernandinho's now gone.
No, but he's a year older than Milner, so Milner will be leaving.
Another thing as well, just because it worked for them doesn't mean to say it worked for us. That's another thing, though. That's an example.
No, I'm just saying those type of players you do keep around though, because they mean more than just. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why he kept Fernandinho around, bro.
Fernandinho went out on a high because he won the Premier League.
But he's there, James Milner, isn't it?
No, but James Milner would have been going out on a high, winning 2 trophies. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. if James Milner gets the same amount of game time or even a bit more so, and people have a go, you won't even hear me speak on it. I genuinely won't, because it's these are the things where it's like when we say we have to be ruthless, and these are the changes I think we should make eventually, or we should have made. And it's like we talk about a midfielder and we talk about how we got 8 players and only 2 world class, and we've got people that are 36/37 and we're re-signing them because we love them as players and as characters, but deep down we know they're past it.
My brother just messaged me. I don't know if he's trolling me or he just said Mane's officially gone. How the hell did Bayern Munich get him for only 35 mil?
Yeah, he's gone.
Officially?
Oh,
I didn't actually know it was official.
They agreed the fee. They agreed the fee. Yeah, they agreed the fee this morning, bro. This morning. Where you been,
bro? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they agreed the fee this morning.
That's how busy I was today. I didn't even know that. 35 million. You fucking little shit.
Yeah,
that's all they've ended up paying.
Bro, we were never gonna get money for Mane, knowing that he was forcing to kind of get out or whatever.
Nah, bro, we should have got more than 35 million, man.
Year left and we got Thiago for 20. That's another problem as well. Even though I do think you can't compare the two because one's
it's not comparable, but goals are currency.
No, I said that, but it's just
hold on. 7.5 is add-ons, so it's actually only like 27.5 mil.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fuck yeah, no,
bruv. What can
Lord,
I say,
give
man?
Me strength. Nah, Lord, give me strength, man. Lord, give me strength.
You got your Nunes, man. Don't worry about it.
Lord, give me strength, man. 27 fucking million for Sadio Mane and no midfielder and no right winger. Nah, Lord, give me strength, man.
Well, if you knew what's
Lord,
going, the fee don't even matter. You know why? Because you've already bought the replacement.
Lord, give me strength. Nah, the fee does matter, bro. Because the less we get for Mane, the less chance there is they'll spend any money.
Oh, in that regard, yeah, but bruv, if you ever thought we was gonna get over 35 mil for Mane,
the way Liverpool were talking is that it's 40 or nothing. That was the way they were talking. It was like, and I thought they were just gonna want that 40 up front.
They made 2 bids, 2 low bids.
Lord,
the highest they were ever gonna go was 25 or 27 with add-ons. Fact, I knew that for a fact. They were never gonna reach our valuation. Never.
27 million for Sadio Mane.
Criticize FSG now without also including Jurgen.
Chelsea got a one for Hazard.
Either both get the heat or you'll accept what Jurgen wants for his squad. EDP, I can't lie to you, bro. You kind of spitting some facts still. I can't even lie. You can't pick and choose, man. Hey, big up Sam Max Legends. Love for the super chat, brother. Thank you, my bro. LFC Rev so far revenue in 2022 is 650 million euro. What are FSG doing to move LFC forward? Or are they happy with LFC being also around with the odd trophy winning season? But the owners pontificate they are being active and shrewd in the market. Let's see end of July.
If that's true, because I've never actually looked up what we've actually made.
I haven't seen. I haven't looked at it.
If that's true, that's how much we've made.
Sorry, Jeff, can you quickly read the thing? I need to. Yeah, 1 second, bro.
Yeah.
Quickly read them, yeah.
If that's true, that's what we've made, and they think Nunes alone is okay. This goes back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, I'm fully rattled by 27.5 million up front for Sadio Mane. I'm fully rattled. Fucking fully rattled. But Sam Max, big up yourself, bro. I'm fully rattled. That's a fucking joke. Sinclair, big up yourself, bro. Klopp on Liverpool transfer policy. We spend what we earn. Good article by Zachary Marks, February the 12th, 2022. It's our model. It's got a ceiling, contracts, etc. The thing is, bro, we spend what we earn, but we've earned a lot of money though, ain't we? Big up, Sean. Stefan Say for becoming a member. Big up yourself. All you members, big up you, man. You lot have got a drifty rant coming tomorrow, still. Big up Ash. Barnes in 2022, living the life of these players in a 4-3-3. It will be carnage. Barnes over Mane, but it's close. Question for Drift. Name me the CM who improves the 11 and goes with Fabinho and Thiago and makes the rest squad players. Paqueta, Mateus Nunes, Eriksen. I can't lie, guys. Like I'd put Eriksen in our starting lineup over Naby. I know a lot of people might think I'm being mad on that one, and maybe Eriksen can't play every week. Fair enough. Eriksen's a better player than Naby. I'd put Eriksen in our starting lineup over Naby. Jamrock, Mane only scored 16 goals last season, Drift not 20. All right, fair enough. But 16, 20, there's not a big disparity there. You get my point, bro. Like, and last season was an anomaly season as well, bro. Everybody apart from Salah played below their levels. That was why we struggled so much last year. That season doesn't count to me. I know it happened, but that season doesn't count. I don't know what that season was about, bro. So, you know what I mean? And 16 goals in what was considered a terrible season is not bad. It's not bad. Playing enthusiast, big up yourself, bro. Klopp could have shown us fans and FSG that he needs better talent and rotated more, and the season ended the way it did. It would have been clear then. Yeah, I mean,
Klopp could have rotated more. 100%.
He could have rotated more. And if he's not rotating because he doesn't think the quality is good enough, that even more begs the question: why are we not making sure we go and buy better quality so he can rotate? Then he's one of the biggest advocates for 5 subs. So if he doesn't get a squad that makes it capable to make 5 subs, that's negligent, right? And then we're going to end up having to stick it on Klopp during the season. If he's not making subs because he ain't got no one to bring on after he begged to have 5 subs, but I adore Klopp, but I'm not going to not stick it on him if he starts to do weird things based off of what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just got to keep it a buck, bro. Like,
no, definitely. And listen, like, here's the thing. Like, obviously, a ball wasn't being kicked. The season hasn't started. We know there's things that we need to improve on. Let's just hope. And like I said before, I genuinely hope it's a case of we're just trying not to just big up our chest and go, we're trying to get a midfielder. I really hope. And it's a case of we're waiting to sell players and we're trying to wait for the right time. Because I'll say it one last time for the people so that they don't come. We don't speak about this again. No pun intended, yeah. We have like 7-8 midfielders and only 2 world class. We are up against Man City. They have at least 4 world class midfielders, if not 5, maybe. They got at least 4. And they probably don't even have as many as us, but they've just got more quality. We lack quality. And to just point with the attack thing, I always knew he was going to miss Mane. It don't matter who we bought. Because you're asking the person who replaces him to come in and hit the ground running. It just happens to be Diaz. It could have been anybody else, but they have to hit the ground running. Diaz should be able to help with that. But I'm still looking at more Nunes because we have to keep it $150. Mane wasn't playing out on the wing for the last how many months? He's playing for the center. And that's where he got the majority of his goals. I know you can't always do like for like, but if we're asking Nunes to go and bang the same amount of goals as Mane, if not more, because he's more of a clinical finisher. Not a better player, but just more of a clinical finisher. Mr. Dale, oh, sorry, Jeff, is that one you had on there already? Hold on.
Yeah, Maths was saying that they've scammed Ward. I'm not sure. Ward kind of got to be in on it a bit, I guess.
Ward would have, Ward. He would know what problem he's got to deal with, but yeah, I guess you can still walk into a problem and go, right, I didn't realize it was that deep, I suppose, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Hold on. Did you mean
that one hasn't been read out, no.
Okay. PR says, missed Kessie drift. Check Puig for Thiago cover. That's that Ricky Puig from Barcelona. I'm not really, I'd rather Gavi personally.
Bro, you're stuck on this Gavi thing, innit, bro? If Liverpool don't move like a big club, how would we ever get Gavi? That's a generational talent, bro. Liverpool don't move like that.
He had a release clause. We love release clauses, no?
Yeah, but we just don't move now. But remember, we'd have to give him hella wages and all that stuff to convince him.
He's 17 years old, bro.
Yeah, but he's a Basque, like we're
Apparently, we were heavy. Apparently,
we're not going to be able to get him away without hella.
We're not going to get him. We're not gonna get
without hella wages,
The
bro.
only way we could have got him realistically anyway is if he wanted to leave Barca. If he wanted to leave Barca, I generally think we'd have a very good chance of getting him. That's
Yeah,
if
but
he
that's the
wanted
thing.
to.
He's not going to want to leave Barca.
I know he's signing you deal anyway. Unfortunately,
that was always going to happen.
Chon Bay says, "What happened to my super chat?" Chon, I'll go back and check. Maybe it hasn't come through, but I'll go back and check. KGFSTGC says, "I'm somewhat optimistic. If we don't sign anyone else, we have great options from our youth academy. One in particular, Musialski. Great show. Always keep up the great work. Big up yourself, KGFSTGC.
We can't rely on the kids when we're trying to win.
I think it's a lot of pressure.
So,
yeah, I think what it is." No one's saying the kids won't do well or they can't be amazing. It's just that because we're up against Man City, like I said before, we have to hit the ground running and we can't drop any points. And let's say, for example, we was to try and bring in one of those kids, but we ended up dropping a few points here and there. It might not look that bad, there and then, but in the grand scheme of things, we're already giving City a head start. And I'm not going to lie to you. We give them a head start. Look how hard it is to overthrow them. So, what's it? Mr. Dasset Drift says, what's this? Salah will massively flop till January. Mark my words.
Boy, look, I hope that's not correct at all.
I hope that ain't true, bro.
Do you want to know something that's actually quite funny though, bro? If you go and look at when Salah's form dipped, do you know it's at the exact same stage Mane's form dipped of his Liverpool career?
Is it?
Yep. January of his 5th season at the club.
I feel like Mane's period though was a bit longer though. Reason being is because because
it lasted for the calendar year basically. The general consensus was
Mane you're basically saying the same time
from January to December is the general consensus of when Mane's form dropped, right? And it was his 5th season as a Liverpool player when it happened. Bro, Mo dropped his form in January in the exact same period of his Liverpool career. So could that actually be a fatigue issue? Could that actually be like being ran into the ground mentally? Like, but I'm just saying, is that a bit too much of a coincidence that both of their forms dropped at the exact same time of their Liverpool career?
I think it's something that if you look at, because I think it's a fatigue. Remember, fatigue hits mentality and everything. So like mentally.
I don't know if anyone ever noticed that, but I noticed that a little while ago, and I thought, right, that's nuts. So if Salah don't play well until December, it is literally the exact same thing Mane did.
That's kind of mad still, I can't even lie.
But we can't afford man to not be playing well till December.
No, we really, bro, as I said, we got to start murking from game one. Like,
Salah's
we ain't
got
got
hella
time.
pressure on him now, boy.
He does, especially if he's going to stay. PR says, we sign Barella and keep Naby with others, we good. Oh, yeah, Barella is a player and a half.
Barella would be a sign. There's another one for you guys. Barella, when people are asking me who we could bring in, there's Mateus Nunes, there's Barella, there's Paqueta. Straight away, that is 3 top quality players.
There's midfielders out there. I named a few earlier on. There's midfielders. It's just weird, isn't it? I don't know. It clearly says to me that we clearly want this one midfielder. Like, I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Hey, big up KG. First time we can have for sure.
For sure, bro. Big up. Love as always, K.
If it ain't Phillips, then we ain't talking, bro.
Nah, don't worry about that. Phillips is going City. We move.
Yeah, City don't even need him, bro. They're just buying him for the
They're
fuck
replacing they're getting him to replace.
Well, there you go, bro. Imagine replacing an old man with a quality player like Phillips, while Liverpool sit there twiddling their thumbs, talking about, we're done for the summer, bro. This is the bullshit I'm talking about, bro.
Do you understand, though, bro? They have money like in there. Do you know what we are? Liverpool. This is how we act, by the way. This is how we act. We act like we're the kid that has the money, like in the secret hiding place. Yeah, Man City, I've got £50 notes like hanging from the ceiling where man could just pick a 50 off and just go, yeah, I'm going there. I'm gonna go and get this. Where we've got the flipping the shoebox and it's at the back of the cupboard, and then we got to sparingly use it. That's how we
are, and you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about when I say. You know who I'm talking about when I say this, because the man is an absolute legend, yeah? One of our brethren. The man will say he's on 0. the man will say that he's broke, but really, man's got 20, 30 G's in his account easy, and his zero is 30 G's. So when he's under 30 G's in his bank, he says he's broke. You know what I'm talking about? That gangster shit. That's who Liverpool are, bro. We're not broke, bro. We got hella money in the bank, bro. We just act broke, bro. We just act broke.
Either way, we ain't spending no money.
And I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying. That is us. We are that bridging. Man, zero is 30. So if he goes under 30 grand, he calls himself broke. He's not broke, bro. That's a joke, bro. That's what we are. That's how we move, bro.
But one thing, though, I will say this, though. Even if we have got money, Man City got stupid money. Like, money where them man, they do the Mayweather thing where they like land in the country and just start throwing money on the ground, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to act like them, but bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you got 30 grand in the bank, then I don't want to hear you say you're not coming out tonight because you're broke. bro, you can't tell me you're not coming out tonight because you're broke. You're not broke, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
The thing is, I just think the two businesses are run completely different, and yeah, it's obviously frustrating.
But there's two people in this world, yeah. There are people who enjoy spending money, and there are people who enjoy watching their money grow. And unfortunately, Liverpool are the ones who enjoy watching their money grow.
But Man City can do both. But they got all your money, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to be like them, bro. But we don't need to be Man City to buy a midfielder to replace the players that we need, bro. Arsenal have spent nearly 300-400 million and they ain't even been in the Champions League for 6 years.
Man City
What's going on, bro?
Bro, let me tell you the difference. Man City spent £100 million on a boohoo advert, man, called Jack Grealish. Yeah? Man would just run a couple promo and that, put his hair in a bun and get everyone excited. One little cut inside, lay it off, and he's good. He ain't.
Yeah, but I'm not saying we need to be City. I'm just saying.
No. But what I'm saying, this is what we're up against. I know what you're saying. You're just saying spend more. I hear you, but that's what we're up against, though. Do you know how mad that is? That they can spend £100 million on a player, and really and truly, like he could have a bad season, and no one cares. And do you know why? They can just replace him, bro. Should you know something from now? Remember, I said this. If Jack Grealish has the same season again, this up and coming season, they can sell him and they'll go and buy another one. They'll just go and buy another one. They'll go and buy another one.
I hear that, bro. But I asked you to get me chocolate and you come back and told me, nah, I couldn't get you chocolate. You know what I mean? I'm like, why? Ferrero Rochers are $5.50 in the shop. Okay, who told you to get me Ferrero Rocher, bro? You could have got me a Mars bar, Snicker, M&M's. Why were you only looking at Ferrero Rochers, bro? Sometimes M&M's bang just as much. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? I mean, we don't need to spend $100 million, but we need to spend, bro.
I hear that, but Man City, we want to go on and buy a chocolate bar. Man City can buy the shop. There's a difference.
Yeah, but we still get a sugar rush, right?
No, 100% we do. Right, hold on. Mr. Sinclair says points if he's got money for one quality signing, he signs one. He's got no control, hence money gone from midfield to replacing the striker. Point is, if he's got money for one quality signing, he's signing one. He's got no control, hence money. Yeah.
That's so the sad reality. Saying that he agrees that Klopp actually wants players, but it's that they won't give them him. That's what I believe personally.
I think it's kind of mad if anyone, not mad, but I disagree with you. I don't want to be disrespectful. Klopp would want Shermany and Nunes in the same window. There's no, or Bellingham. There's no denying that whatsoever.
So why aren't we giving it to him, bro?
Bro, that is the question but that's the answer that no one is able to answer, though.
But that's the question that we shouldn't need to answer. We should just be getting it done. That's the point, bro. That's the point, bro. It's Fakir all over again. Didn't get Shermany, so we didn't do anything. It don't make sense,
bro. We can only go by what we see. Mr. Dassett just said, if we don't sign 2 CMs near enough world-class level, then we might as well give Man City the guard of one in October. Don't get our hopes up. FSG defeated me. Boy, the lack of quality, boys, it's kind of peak still. I can't lie.
Do you agree with that? My thing's moving a bit mad, bro. If you could try and get the supers as they're coming in. I'm trying to save them, but my thing's moving slowly, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Hold on.
I've started that one. I can't. Have you got the one that was there before? Yeah, my thing's going a bit.
Yeah. This one. Let me.
Do you agree on that though? If we don't sign the central midfielder, do you think we can win the league?
Personally,
no. I know we can win the league because we're a good team. a
We
great
won't be
team.
favourites. We'll be.
Do you think we will? If I said to you, £100 on who wins the league, City or Liverpool, and Liverpool haven't bought a midfielder, who are you putting your money on?
No, City.
Well, then that means that if we go into the season without a midfielder, it's a dickhead flex.
City. No, it's more. It's I wouldn't say it's a dickhead flex. I just think it's stupid because you have an opportunity.
If it's a dickhead flex, it means you're literally cutting off your arm for no reason.
But then, bro, here's the thing, though. As much as we can sit here and decipher what we think is happening, all we can go by is what we are actually seeing. Let's stop this speculation thing. What we have seen is we wanted to get Shermany. Mane said he wants to leave. We then gone, you know what? Man, I have to change target now. Man's going to get one big signing. Man can only get one of them.
So explain this to me, man. I don't want to go on a tangent on this. Why are we moving this way now?
I'm not happy with it. I'm just going by what I see. I'm never happy.
But so just explain to me what was different about 2018 when we bought Alisson, Flacco, Naby, and Shaqiri. Why are we thinking differently now than we were then? What, because now we've won some trophies, they're like, look, you got what you got? Like, what's the difference, bro? Because we spent hella peas that summer.
Yeah, but
and we're richer now than we were then. So what's the difference, bro?
Who sanctioned it, bro?
No, but that's besides the point. FSG is still FSG's money.
Coutinho afforded.
No, but bro, that's besides the point because half the Coutinho money went on Van Dijk. No, honestly, half the Coutinho money went on Van Dijk, bro. So the fact that Alisson
sold
was
Coutinho
the other
for
half
146 million pounds.
Yeah, and Alisson was 65 mil, and Van Dijk was 75 mil.
Yes.
So both of those two transfers cover Coutinho, but we still bought Naby for 56 million. We still bought Flacco for 44 million, and we still bought Shaqiri for 30 mil. So we still spent 100 million that wasn't Coutinho
and
money.
There were other players.
So why are we moving so broke now, bro?
No, because what I'm trying to say is there were other playing styles. But what made it easier for us back then is we sold a superstar that was able to pay for half of those signings, right? We sold a superstar, even though we didn't want to, obviously. But this summer is different.
Why? Ox, Minamino, and Mane pay for Nunes. So why is it
tell you what, because Liverpool made the mistake. This is where I think they made the mistake.
Plus Wilson money, plus Grujic money, plus Nico money.
Bro, you asked me the question, but you won't let me answer it.
No, I'm just reminding you this year we've made money as well.
Yeah, of course we made money. The problem is Liverpool haven't sold a superstar like Coutinho before, yeah?
We sold a bigger one.
No, bro. Sadio Mane, value-wise, is pittance money, yeah? So really and truly, like I said before, Liverpool have made the mistake of letting all these contracts run down to 1 year. Hence, therefore, what they should have done, and I'm sure they planned it originally, they were probably always going to sell one for a big fee. They never did that. So now they're caught in a kerfuffle. The kerfuffle is Mane goes for a cheap fee. Now you're scrambling, selling Mane, and you're having to sell all your other players to try and even cover up some of the Nunes fee. Then obviously you're trying to buy other players as well. Bro, if we want that big midfielder, we'd have to sell a truckload of players because it seems like from our model hasn't changed in the slightest like what people think. It's still the same model. We sell certain players, we buy certain players.
So who do we sell to buy Bellingham?
Do you want to know something? If I'm being honest about the Bellingham thing right now, honestly, I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
And that's what the problem is.
Honestly, I can't give you that answer.
But that's what the problem is then, bro. So who are we selling to buy Bellingham if we're going to still keep on doing this sell to buy bullshit? With all the money we're getting and all the influx of
I'm
cash
not happy
and all
with it.
the
I'm
night
just telling
money.
you what's happened. I'm not saying...
No, I'm not even having a go with you. You're saying things and I'm just answering. I'm just saying Liverpool's the most financially healthy they've ever been. We've got all the money coming in from players. Remember, the Wilson money comes in this year. The Grujic money comes in this year. Nico's going. Taki's going. Mane's going. All of those players at least cover Nunes. So we say Liverpool ain't got no money to spend that we don't make at all. Nah, bro, it's bullshit, bro. We're being...
No, we got money. No, we got money. I think
we're being hoodwinked, bro.
We're being hoodwinked, bro. Here's the thing. This is just what I think. When it comes to the Bellingham thing, if it is him, by the way, because again, it's speculation. Let's just say it's Bellingham. Liverpool are doing that whole thing of man's waiting for him, whether we like it or not. Because I'm thinking if you wanted a midfielder, you probably could get one, but you're waiting. You don't just want to do the stopgap thing. I don't know, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think of what they are doing. They can either be doing the whole let's not spend money and be successful, or they are thinking, or what Klopp is thinking, I want that midfielder. We had to live with Lovren and my man until we got Van Dijk. I had to wait and get him. When I wanted X, Y, and Z other players, we had to wait and get him. We had to wait for players. We don't like it. We don't like it at all, innit? It's not cool,
I'm
innit?
sick of being next summer FC, man.
Of course we are, bro. But I'm not
bullshit,
saying I
bro.
agree with it. I'm just going by this is what they do, innit? It's annoying, but this is what they're doing, innit?
Yeah, and it's a dickhead flex. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean? PR says Mane leaves, and I wish him all the best. But if Salah does that next year, I forget everything. And if someone says Hazard over Salah, I won't waste my breath. Boy, I think the Salah team is going to be interesting because
you got to back Salah the same way. You got to back Salah the same way. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Him leaving for free is gonna burn because, like I said, that's 150 million pound worth of talent walking out the door for free. So how do we replace him? Because apparently we only spend money when we make money. So how do we buy Bellingham and a Salah replacement in the same summer?
No, agreed.
How do we do that, people? Jamrock and anyone else who's an FSG backer, how do we do that? How do we buy Bellingham and replace Salah in the same summer? I'm just saying,
you're
man.
taking it as people are, what's the word? Not agreeing with what you're saying, but what they're trying
there's
to...
a lot of disagreement with what I'm saying.
No,
I'm getting hella pushback from some people.
No, bro. What it is, people are just trying to explain what's happening. No one's saying they don't want it to happen.
I know what's happening.
Bro, if you ask everyone in the chat right now if they wanted to get a Salah backup and two midfielders, no one's going to say no. No one's going to say no. What it is, though, what people are trying to explain, bro, is that this is how we work. We don't like it, but it's how we work, bro.
And it needs to change.
Yes, we've all, bro, come on, we've said this for the cows to come.
No, but I mean, it actually needs to change.
But sometimes, Johnny,
bullshit.
bro, until I see change, I can't afford to waste my breath about it. There's no point me sitting there saying I want 5 million players or whatever, like 3 players, and I know until I see some type of change, bro, it's like you're just banging on the door for no reason.
This is the reason why I told everyone to don't jump on the FSG in train. I told everyone, don't jump on that train.
Bro, he was on the FSG in train. No,
I'm not gonna lie. After we signed Diaz and went on a quad chase, enough man was FSG in, bro.
They weren't. They were enjoying. Anyway. Who's next? 975 Jam says Benfica official statement. They will receive 46.7 million sterling up front and 21 in add-ons. Drifty, can you let me know the article you saw that installment?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Plus, you said it was 64 million up front, bro. 43 is still not 64. So regardless, they're not getting 64 million up front, but I'll try and let you know, bro.
Terry Milner Silva says Klopp needs to pro either arrow to help him bench Salah. Hey, facts, bro. I don't think that's ever gonna happen now, unfortunately. Ash says got Trent cover, Ramsey, Oxford replacement, Carvalho, Mane replacement in January, Diaz, Firmino replacement Nunes. If we get a bad boy CM to replace Kate, the whole window opinion changes. It's only June 17th.
No, but Ash, we're going off of the fact that they've told us we won't get anyone.
No, but he's just giving you his explanation. Do you agree?
Yeah. If we sign somebody, all of this changes. I mean, I still think we need 2 or 3 players, but at least if we do buy a proper midfielder, yeah, it changes everything. Everything changes. But at the moment, we're going off of what we've been told, and what we've been told is we're not going to get anyone. So right now, that's try and keep Naby fit for a whole season. That's hella risky, bruv. I'm just saying.
Mr. Sinclair says, same article when praised for getting our signings right. Klopp says we can't afford to get it wrong. Otherwise, man stuck in the basement till someone buys them off us. But
sometimes I do think you should take what Klopp says with a pinch of salt. I think he defends the owners a lot the same way Wenger used to with the Arsenal board, and he takes some of the heat. Sometimes I think you should, what he says, take it with a pinch of salt. I think sometimes he says what's politically correct and not what he actually feels.
Jamrock clarified his comment. He said, at Team Kopish 64 sterling Drifty, he says.
Oh, 64. Fair enough.
Sterling. But no, people, listen. It's been an intriguing one as always. There's always going to be stuff to talk about because the window has just opened. Everyone's worrying and panicking because Liverpool reportedly aren't going to get a midfielder. They might, and we'll probably come to pay the price. But me personally, I'm going to sit here and say, let's see, because I find it kind of mad that Klopp must know the midfield is kind of weak, but he still won't act because he's willing to wait till next year for this superstar player, whoever it is. So, yeah, it's going to be intriguing. I just think we have to play it smart, though. I can't lie. We have to play it smart. Teams knowing how much we fucked out on Nunes, we can't go around swinging our things about and just saying, yeah, we're going to buy anybody. You know,
here's the thing, Bob.
It's about being smart.
Here's the thing, though, Bob. Let's keep it real. Even though Man City and us are playing in a different field, let's be real. Everybody knows how rich City are, but it never deters them or makes them care about who they need or what they need to do.
That's true. They are rich.
Is it not very weak-minded of Liverpool to go, oh no, let's not let everyone know how much money, but because they might sort us and we might pay 10 million more than we should do. Like, come on, man, that's pussy old behavior. I'm sorry, that is. If you've got to pay 10 mil more, fucking pay 10 mil more. That's how life works. Because you know what? We're hypocrites because we're the exact same team who will turn around and go, no, you can't have Grich unless you pay 25 mil. And we don't know that team can't afford 25 mil for Grich. Origi left for free money, because we said we're not letting him go unless someone gives us 27 mil.
Let's be real.
So we cut our nose off to spite our face, bro. So we're the same team that hustles everyone else and makes them pay over the odds for players that more than they should, but we won't pay over the odds for what we do. But that's hypocrisy at its highest level, bro. Is that not hypocrisy at its highest level? Imagine if you bought a beer off me for £2.
Bro,
yeah?
I hear you.
And it's only £1 in the shop, but I tell you to pay £2 because we're not at the shop. We're in the fields and you're first. And I'm like, bro, give me £2. But then when I'm going to buy a drink off you, I tell you I'm only going to pay you 70p. You're like, bro, but you charge me £2. So I'm only going to give you 7. What kind of... You'd be like, shut your mouth, blood. Give me £2. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. I'm just saying, bro. We're looking to rip everyone else off, but we won't pay a little over the odds to get a man we need. What are we even playing at?
Bro, I'm not saying you're in the wrong, but I'm going to be real. I think we paid over the odds for Nunes, but that's a different conversation. Because I think we did. Man can't sit here and tell me he's worth 85 million euros, bro, after one season. But you're saying Liverpool don't pay over the odds. All right, we move.
Generally speaking, we don't, do we? Oh, shit, sir.
One Paul Joyce statement have mad head gone. That's from Jamrock. PR says lost to Chelsea, City, Spurs, Brentford because of midfield.
Well, we drew those games, but I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah, we didn't lose. Listen, I understand everyone's frustrations, but I just think like let's have this conversation at the end of the window. Like, it's kind of mad that how like people are panicking, and I get it because we're worried about obviously statements that have come out, right, Jiv? But remember, we also know
it's not panic, it's concern. I think there's a difference between panic.
But here's the thing:
we're still a good team. It's not panic, but it's a concern. It's a heavy concern.
But remember, though, the English press are known for like saying we're never gonna do these things, and then something happens. So that's why when I say like, let's just see what happens. If it turns out that we don't do all this stuff, that's when I think we can really, really dissect and just go, you know what, this is what happened, because we'll have the full plan there. Right now, we're trying to almost piece together what we think is gonna happen. Because I'm gonna be real, bro. I didn't anticipate us spending all this money on one striker. That's just me being honest, especially for a striker of his caliber. And that's why when I think, I don't know what Liverpool... Again, I'm not disrespecting Nunes because I think he'll score goals. However, £85 million on one player says to me, you panicked.
No. It's not panic, bro. That's the going rate for a top 5 striker who's trying to become a top 5 striker.
Me personally, I think we overpaid for him because I think he's probably worth... You see how the fee got to 85 million euros? I think the fee should be going up to like 60 million euros, around about there. That's just in my opinion. Only because of, for me, he's had one good season, and I know he done well at Almira.
He had 2 good seasons. He had 2. Bro.
But I just worry a little bit because But anyway, but again, maybe that's me being.
You know, we only pay 85 mil if we win stuff, right? So who cares if we have to pay that much?
No, but the initial. But even so, the initial outlay is
£54 million
64.
for a striker who's in the like you've got 5 world-class strikers: Kane, Mbappe, Lewandowski, Benzema, Haaland, right? Those are the 5 world-class. Nunes is in the 5 below who are trying to become that level. Bro, you're not going to get that caliber of player for less than 60 mil. Come on, man. The market's inflated, bro. Like,
I just think, that's it. I think, I don't know, man. I have to be honest.
Like, you see that Osimhen? Bro, come on. How many more seasons has Osimhen performed over Nunes? Really? If you really deep it.
Osimhen's body of work is bigger though, I think. I think off the top of my head.
Not by that much though, if you get what I mean. But this talk he's going for 80 mil flat. Like
Nunes has had
80 mil flat, bro. Come on. Bro, that's the market for the players who are trying to become that,
but who's paying
other guy, bro.
But here's my point. No one's paid it.
No, but the point I'm making is if you want him, that's how much you got to pay. That's just the going rate for the players who are underneath
all I'm saying
bracket,
is this.
bro. It is what it is.
All I'm saying is
Osimhen ain't better than Nunes.
All I'm saying is this, yeah. Obviously I'm hoping Nunes does well, and I think he will do well. All I'm saying is though, when you just look at it on face value, paying that amount of money for someone who isn't definitively certified is quite a bit of a gamble. Because even Diaz wasn't that much, but again, Diaz ain't a striker, but it's still a gamble because he's not certified. Remember, you're basing it on his trajectory and what
Diaz
he
was
can
30. For me, Diaz was. I knew that Diaz was 30. I think Diaz was.
Not Diaz. I'm getting Nunes. Nunes.
Oh,
Nunes
sorry.
isn't 30. Sorry, that's what I mean. Nunes isn't 30. Sorry. Mr. Sinclair says what that means. He doesn't have the money to immediately replace the wrong until someone buys that play off us to use it to get it right. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you're referring to the point that I made. You know the Grealish thing. If Man City really wanted to, they can rectify that tomorrow if they really want to. They'll just go and buy whoever. We can't do that. We kind of have to do that whole see what he does, see if he improves. If not, you try and flog him. If he wants to stay, we're a bit different, and it's annoying, but we are different. Like we can't do the whole. If we make an expensive mistake, we can just clarify it. We can't.
No, we can't. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again because I know you got to go, and I know we're dragging this out. But let's be real, bro. What happens when there's no assets left to sell? If we continue to be sold to buy, what happens when there's no assets left to sell, bro?
I've said this, though. We're said this.
Fucked, bro.
I know.
So we have to change this model at some point.
Well,
it's an excuse, bro. I'm sorry. It's an excuse. You can't make all the money Liverpool are making. But even the shirt sponsor. Remember, it's going to be a record shirt sponsor, the deal that we're going to get when the Standard Charter one runs out. All these things. We can't continue to be sold to buy. I'm telling you, man, don't drink the Kool-Aid. FSG have got hella money. We make hella money. They're taking us for mugs, bro.
No. Drift,
they're taking us for mugs. I'm sorry. They're trying to mug it.
No. But what it is, people can admit that we're sold to buy. No one likes the model. Bro, I think everybody in the chat would want to change the model today. No one said they don't want to change the model. We're just saying this is the model that we're under and it's annoying. So we have to think of ways how we can go and get that player. Bro, if we're being honest, there's not one person in the chat that sits here and says, I love this model. I can't believe this model is amazing. Bro, no one's saying
there's
that.
a couple people who seem to defend
they're
it
not.
like they
See,
believe
this is where
in
you're
it.
getting it confused, bro.
Bro, there's a couple people who defend it like they believe in it, bro.
No one's saying they like the model. What it is, people have accepted the model and it's annoying. So when someone gives you like a different response, it's because they're basically saying, well, there's no point in me saying that because that's not our model, innit? Our model don't work like that. You think they want to say that, but they're just telling you what reality is. You love to talk about reality, right? What's the reality right now? What's your reality?
The reality is shit needs to change.
But what's the reality though? Are we gonna go?
That is the reality. Shit needs to change. That's the reality.
The reality is we're not gonna be the big balling spending Liverpool that we should be, innit? We should be, but that's not reality, innit?
Because based off what you lot are saying, if we'd have bought Tchouaméni and got the deal done, and then Mane left, we'd have no striker. What would we get? What would we draw up front with no backup? Bobby's backup. Is that what we'd be doing?
Bruv, I have no idea.
Fuck this model, man. It needs to change, bro. That's a joke. Now think about what I just said. If we'd have bought Tchouaméni, Mane would have gone, and what? It would have just been Jota with Bobby as backup, and that would have been it.
Might have been. Who knows?
Yeah. There would have been some forest fires if that had happened, bro. You mad? Are you mad, bro?
Who knows?
No way. 2 supers just came in.
Ash says 11-10 spots. Or after this, we're going to leave now. Ash says starting 11-10 spots locked in 1 to complete in the first CM. The backup 11, we have around 7 to 8 who are very good. We need 1 more backup forward.
We definitely need a backup forward.
Yeah, but I understand the backup forward. The CM.
It needs to be a right-sided player.
But I don't care. We just need some CMs with some quality.
Yeah, we need a couple.
Quality.
I've given people some food for thought.
I hope. But all I'm gonna say is James Milner. That's all I'm gonna say.
But Milner's not the problem.
Nothing. Milner's part of a problem.
There was one more that came in after that. Yeah.
Nice. If I jump, say start the convo, Drifty. Ready whenever you are.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's very hard to argue with the FSG inner, but we'll do it.
So, but yeah, people, listen, it's been a pleasure as always. It's been a pleasure. We've chopped it up tonight. Go to bed in this heat and think about what's being said. I'm sure there's a lot that's being said.
I can't go to bed in this heat, bro.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be.
These are the nights these are the only nights, man, them wish they didn't have a missus. Be like, yo, you're warming up the bed, man. Fuck, you know.
The bed's about to get hot. It's about to get real hot right now. But yeah, listen, people, we'll be back obviously on Monday for the Monday Night Show, and if something crazy happens and we sign an all-worldly midfielder that we're waiting for. But no, I appreciate everyone for jumping onto the show as always. Listen, like
Tony I respect stay strong, bro. Stay strong.
I respect everyone's opinions on it. Everyone's opinions, and it's a difference of opinion, isn't it? It's mad still. But more importantly, people, have a blessed evening, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the heat right now is peak, bro. I can't even lie. The heat is peak. But yeah, man. Love as always, man. Love as always.
Yeah, no. Big up everyone. Smash the like button on your way out, guys. You know what I mean? Apologies for the tangents, but yeah, I'm vexed right now, bro. Until we actually do some movement, I'm going in, bro. It is what it is.
No, I hear that, bro. Everyone's entitled, as I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion, man. You know what I mean? There's bare things I'm annoyed about, but I'm just waiting. Mine's all about
48 degrees in Dubai. No, but you know what though, Sam? Dubai heat's different to London heat. London heat is horrible. Like, it's different. London heat is horrible, man. It's the humidity, man. It's the humidity that gets you. But yeah.
It's timing. But yeah, people, love as always. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again on Monday for the Monday Night Show. Enjoy this evening. Peace out, or wherever you are. Enjoy the morning, afternoon.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers as well.
Indeed. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, Matt. Happy Father's Day, bro.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it, man. And to everyone else as well, happy Father's Day to wherever you are as well. For Sunday, by the way. We'll see you guys on Monday. We out, people. Team Kop-Ish. Peace.
Peace.